Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Church Guys Sports Show. I'm one of your hosts, Bishop D'Lo, and tonight, the NBA, the Knicks, the WWE, everybody acting up right about now. The headlines are messy. The drama is heavy, and we're here for all of it. Starting in the NBA, because honestly, this feels like a season that's a little bit crazy, that's kind of stuck in a reality show. We've got Klay Thompson beefing with Ja Morant. We've got Kenyon Martin jawing at Draymond Green. And then out of nowhere today, I found out that Gilbert Arenas and Ray Allen are beefing. Social media, taking shots, podcast clips, interviews, indirect subs. The NBA has turned into its own version of the WNBA drama ecosystem that we saw during the WNBA season. And look, it's entertaining, but it's also quite revealing. Ego, pride, legacy, insecurity, all of it is playing out publicly, and we're going to break it down, every angle of it tonight. Meanwhile, the league is giving us this soap opera. Our beloved New York Knicks are giving us headaches, quite honestly. Sitting at 9-6, 15 games into the season, they look fine on paper, but the defense is really struggling. This is not the defensive identity that Mike Brown promised us. Miscommunications, misrotations, blown assignments, can't defend the three. This is not Knick basketball. So the question is, what does Coach Brown need to do in order to get these guys committed on the defensive end? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the adjustments, the attitude, and the accountability, because Bishop J-Mac sent me a video today that kind of showed me something telling about two players on our team. Then we'll move on to the world of professional wrestling, because this Saturday, WWE, one of the big four, Survivor Series War Games. And let me tell you, the buildup has been electric. Last night's Raw was fantastic. The card is wild, stakes are high, matches are stacked. So, from the War Games cages to the championship matches that are on the card, this might be one of the most intriguing Survivor Series we've had in a number of years. So, tonight, we're going to give you the full rundown and our official predictions. So, yeah, we've got NBA drama, we've got the Knicks problems, and WWE heat all in one place. Hopefully, we can get to it all. Share this stream, get in the comments, buckle up, because this is a Church Guys Sports Show, and it starts right now.
The Church Guys. We're live on a podcast. A Church Guys Sports Show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown and shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire, passion in the zone. Church guys sports show, yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call our plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We reppin' every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the gospel, yeah, we living it right. From the Knicks to the league, every stat, every score, we gon' praise, analyze, then we give God more. So tune in, locked in, let the truth be shown. Church guy sports show, man, the vibe's full grown. It's the faith in the game and a powerful blend. From the tip off to the buzzer, we gon' ride to the end. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. The church guys.
What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bishop D'Lo. Bishop J Mac is here. Church Guy Sports Show. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, I guess, since it's Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Hopefully, everybody's gearing up for the holiday season as we officially kick it off. Even though, if you like my wife and my family, they done already put the tree up and I'm like, can we get through Thanksgiving before y'all? They just want to jump straight to Christmas. Like it was like once October ended, they were like, it's Christmas time. I'm like, no, we got to get through Thanksgiving. But shout out to all of you who are celebrating Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're having a great holiday and you'll spend some time with some family. Don't eat too much. Take care of yourself. After you eat, get out and walk. Do not take a nap on the couch. Get out and walk after you eat. Do not drive your cortisol level up. Do not mess with your A1C. Listen, most of us, we're going to do what we got to do. You know how it is, but we're going to make sure we stay on our health journey. Make sure that we stay healthy because we're trying to be here for the long haul. But we're here, Church Guys Sports Show, as we are every Tuesday. Do us a favor, like, share, tag, comment. Let's get this out to everybody. We got a lot to discuss today. I'm hoping Bishop L will be here sooner rather than later, and I'm hoping we'll have a Davey sighting because I'd love to have his thoughts on one of the main topics we're going to talk about. But before we get into that, we got to talk about our New York Knicks, as always. Knicks struggling out of the gate, 15 games into the season, 9-6. When you think about it, most people would say it's a struggle. Granted, for what they're supposed to be on paper, it's a struggle. For what they're supposed to be on paper, it's a struggle. But as we've touted on this broadcast many a times, new coach, still some new personnel, new philosophies, new everything. You know, there's still a learning curve that is happening. So I'll take 9-6. It should be better, yes. It absolutely should be better. But I'll take 9-6 as long as they continue to get better. J-Mac, what do you say?
Good evening, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I agree. Listen, I had a discussion with not really a discussion, with a Clipper fan that will remain nameless. I saw you comment, a Clipper fan. That just sounds strange to say. But
Clippers have fans?
Right. I
always say that. The Clippers have
didn't even
fans.
know it's like a unicorn, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a chocolate cow, no way, no how. Anyway, shout out to KRS-One. You hear my wife in the back.
Oh, she is cracking up. Hey, my sister, but that's hilarious.
But they're talking about the Knicks record, and you gotta give this team time to mesh. You gotta give this team time to grow.
I see you, Bishop Heflin. That's right. You better hit the floor hard in 2 weeks when I see you. You better hit the floor hard.
It's 15 games. We're not even into a quarter of the season yet. Let's calm down, Knicks fans. Let's pump the brakes We're about the same record we had last year with a coach that we knew, a coach that we were familiar with. We've got the same record with a coach we're still trying to learn. So that's the way I look at it, is that we've got the same record this time, around the same, or maybe 1 game difference. Same record we had with the coach that we knew for 5 years. Now we got to learn a new coach, a new system, new personnel. You know, listen, I do believe the Knicks are going to get better. I'm not surprised about I'm surprised about Detroit's fast start, and I'm not surprised about their cohesion and their chemistry. Because I called it. I said Detroit was going to be a problem, and I said Orlando was going to be a problem. Those are the two. We haven't played Atlanta yet, but Atlanta is going to be a problem too. So it's not going to be a cakewalk through the East by no means. But at the same time, let's give grace. We gave Tibbs 5 years. We only going to give Mike Brown 15 games? I mean, come on now. Come on.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. You know, but of course you have so many people that, you know, you have the Tibbs apologists as well as those who are on the outside looking in and don't truly understand the dynamic of New York basketball and just how things work in New York City where it comes to coaches and timelines, who are like, oh, well, look, they shouldn't have got rid of their coach. No, they're right about where they were. You know, did we want better? Yes. Were we hoping for better? Yes. On paper, are they better? Yes. But again, that takes time and cohesion. Now being bit by the injury bug, Landry Shamet unfortunately went down with an injury in the Orlando
Dirty
game.
play, by the way. I went back and looked at it.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty. Nobody said dirty play, by the way. But I won't get on that.
Yeah. I'm not. I didn't say anything about it, whether
I
it was
am
publicly
dirty.
or not. I mean, no, I agree with you, but I'm saying I didn't say anything about it when it happened because, you know, people would immediately, you know, get really upset with the fact that, you know, these things happen, and they would immediately say that, oh, well, you know, you're a Knicks fan, so, you know, of course you're going to think, no.
He clearly, you go back and look at it, he clearly dropped down to make sure he crushed it to his
There is an echo. Yeah, there is an echo. So on your side, Bishop.
I don't know. I can go out and try to come back in.
They said he said Bishop Overseer Hendrickson said you must be in your mansion.
I am not going to respond to Overseer Hendrickson.
Hold on, let me
Happy
see.
Thanksgiving, Overseer.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so you're on your iPad. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm on my wife's iPad.
Because they changed some of the controls here. I want to see if I can do something on this end. Because that was one of the things I was asking for with them. I'm like, can I control certain things over here? All right, let's try now.
All right, what about now? Am I better? I don't hear it on this side.
I'm not getting the echo.
Yeah, I don't hear it over here.
Yeah, I'm not getting it anymore.
Keep talking. Somebody.
I was getting it a little bit at the beginning, but now I'm not getting it anymore.
If they say so, I'll jump out and jump back in. No,
I mean, if it is, what I'll also do is I'll put my in-ear monitors on. That way I can eliminate any echo on my end as well.
And when I'm not talking, I'll mute. We'll do that too. I'll mute my side when I'm not talking.
We can do that as well. Okay, so perfect. So we're good. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you should be good. You should.
I love you too, Overseer. You know you my guy. I love you, Overseer Hendrickson.
He said it's still there a little bit, but it's not as bad. Okay.
The Celtics are still at a 500 team. I'm just gonna say that. That's it.
Got to get that in. You gotta take the shot at the Celtics before we do anything else. Absolutely. But I mean, looking at Detroit, 15-2 out of the gate, and there are a couple of things I look at with Detroit. Yes, their cohesion is there. I do think I kind of went back and looked at their schedule in the first 17 games. They haven't played a lot of tough games yet. They haven't played any back-to-backs yet. So I think they're going to come back to earth a little bit. But they've done what they're supposed to do, which is take advantage of the teams that are in front of you. That's what you're supposed to do. So, you know, I think they will come back to the pack. Detroit's not winning 60 games this year. Not by a long shot, no. But I do think that, you know, Detroit is going to be a force to be reckoned with. But as it stands right now, I still, in a second round series with the Knicks, I think the Knicks take them in 6 games again. We turning things around. It won't be like, hold on, go sing it, overseer, sing it. In fact, have your AI overseer come and sing it for you.
Overseer,
I saw your
listen,
AI
man.
video, overseer.
So I saw that too. I said, who is this walking in a leather jacket in a car?
Listen,
Hilarious.
it's amazing. It is amazing what AI can do. AI is absolutely amazing. So, the Knicks 10-6 right now, sitting 5th behind the Cleveland Cavaliers, the very surprising Miami Heat, and the even more surprising Toronto Raptors, who I also think will come back to earth as well. RJ Barrett is looking like what we were projecting him to be out of the draft.
What we wanted him to be.
The crazy thing about RJ is when you look at it now, in that draft, he was the 3rd pick. He was the consolation prize, but he is probably going to be the only one left standing out of those top 3 picks. But we'll get into that later.
He's having a better career than Zion Williamson.
And John Morant.
Right now, he's the only one still left standing.
He's the only one standing. So, I understand why the Knicks did what they did. I mean, it was a chance to get OG Anunoby, who has transformed our team as well in a great way as well. But I do kind of think about what things would have been like if RJ was still on this team. Just
And
a little
quickly.
bit. And growing into the players along with players that they become alongside Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, I think about it too. But we would have still had to deal with Julius Randle. So
that's the only thing. That's the only other thing. There's been a lot of talk as well. I've been seeing it a lot. I think it's absolutely crazy. There is no way in the world the Knicks should trade for Anthony Davis. You're muted.
yeah, I've been hearing this rumor. I mean, this guy can't stay healthy. This guy trips on a crack in the sidewalk and be out for a month.
Listen, when I saw him at the beginning of training camp this year, and he was weighing 267, I said, oh, no. This dude, he wasn't trying to get better. He was eating cheeseburgers. Like, this is not okay.
Down there eating Dallas barbecue. That's what he does.
So anybody who thinks that Cat for Anthony Davis is a good deal, it's not. Cat may not be perfect, but Cat is available every night. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
Cat is available every night.
The best, the first ability is availability. And
absolutely. Cat took a tumble last night and got up and continued. He had best game of the season last night. 37 points, 15 rebounds. Great game from Karl Anthony Towns last night as he did what he was supposed to do against a smaller net front. Well, I won't say a smaller, but a skinnier net front line, which was pound the paint. That's what I enjoyed. I watched him go to the basket all night last night. He only went out there and shot threes once he had already established himself down low. And so I'm like, you play like that every night, I'm happy.
Again, that's learning the coach. That's learning the system. That's learning who I am in this new offense.
Right.
The problem ain't the offensive side, which I know you get ready to get to.
There is no problem on the offensive side at all. The offensive side of the ball, the Knicks are number 2 rated offense in the league right now. Number 2, after being number 5 last year. The bench is averaging 29 points a game. Like, right now, I've got no issue with our offense right now.
The minutes are down.
The minutes are down. Guys are fresher toward the end of games. Cat only played 33 minutes last night. Jalen Brunson only played 33 minutes last night. You can't ask for more than that. The coach is doing what he came here to do, which is preserve these guys for the long haul. I mean, even a couple of games, the Orlando game, the game got away from us. Last year, Tibbs would have had those guys into the game to the end. 3 minutes to go. He saw we weren't going to be able to make another run. He yanked them. And I'm like, you know what? Fine. We live to fight another day. I am okay with that. There's no reason with 3 minutes to go down 18 that your starters and especially your superstars should be still in the game. You're not going to win that game.
Remember, that's how Julius Randle got hurt 2 seasons ago.
Up 18, and Jaime Jaquez, another dirty play, but that's another conversation because he should have been given a flagrant for that. I still feel that way about that because he slid under an already airborne.
He's already airborne, yes.
He was already. There was no reason. You couldn't have possibly thought you were going to take a charge there. You couldn't have possibly thought you were. He was
such a
already
terrible
airborne
play.
when you got there.
Yeah, such a terrible play. Yeah.
But I would like. I'm still on the fence about this 43s a game that Mike Brown wants.
It's the new NBA,
I'm-
Bishop. You know that.
And you know, J Mac, I've been asking myself that question. And am I the old guy on the lawn because I don't like it? Because I get it, it's the new NBA, but I just don't feel like it's efficient basketball.
They playing the percentages, you know. And if you the old guy on the lawn, then I'm the old guy that answers the door in fuzzy slippers and a bathrobe because
Fuzzy slippers.
because you know. Listen, I'm the one, you know, because I don't agree with it either. I just don't like jacking up threes. Yes, even if you're open, I believe in getting the most efficient, the most successful shot, which to me is the mid-range.
Absolutely.
The mid-range.
I mean, if it's a case where you get paint touches and it's a spray three, I'm for it because
Right.
that's a good rhythm shot. But this walking into a three, no.
But
Threes
they
on
gonna-
fast breaks. You a 3-on-1 break and you're running to the 3-point corner. No, get
But they-
downhill and get to the basket.
They are going to say that we the old guys because that is old school basketball. You play inside out. But this NBA is outside in, you know. So I just, you know,
But if you notice, the most efficient teams in the league offensively are still inside-out teams when you think about it. Denver is
Yes.
still very much an inside-out team.
Play off of
Jokic
Jokic.
sets up shot in the paint, and everybody plays off of him, which I wanted to see more of that with Cat. You see a lot of it, a little more of it in the pinch post, more than we ever saw with Tibbs. So you're seeing it. So it's clear that that's a part of the philosophy. I'm just like, you know, if the 43s aren't there, that's fine. Dive to the basket. You've got Mikal Bridges on your team, who is the master of the mid-range.
I was going to say, he's the new master of the mid-range in today's NBA. He is so efficient in that paint, that foul line area.
Yeah,
that baseline
if he shoots from there, if he misses, you're shocked.
Yes, you're shocked. Yeah, because it's like a layup for him, you know.
So I think you have to exploit that a little more. And we all know in the playoffs, that's what the game becomes. As Boston proved last year, you know, you can't win championships living and dying by the three. The year before was an aberration and they got it done. But that Knicks series exposed them last year. You can't live and die by the three. Could Boston have won that series? Absolutely. If they had pounded the paint against the Knicks. They absolutely could have, especially when you got Brown and Tatum, who are very hard to guard. But you've got Tatum coming down, pulling 30-foot three-pointers. He's taking 12 threes a game. When he's on, it's great. But if he's not on, then what? Keisha, what you looking at? Put your eyes away, girl.
It's feast or famine. It's feast or famine.
Well, you late as usual, Keisha Carter.
But you right on time because we didn't get to the T.
Yeah,
yet.
we didn't get to the T
there
yet. We didn't get there yet. We're talking about the Knicks start. Again, looking at the NBA, but right now, you know, the NBA is the OKC Invitational.
Basically,
It's
it's
the OKC.
OKC and everybody else. That's what
It really is. It is the OKC Invitational right now. That team is looking scarier than they did last year, and one of their big scorers hasn't even played yet.
Williams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jalen Williams
Williams
hasn't
is
played
still out.
yet. Has not played yet. And they
And
are
Hartenstein-
17-1. Isaiah Hartenstein
Hartenstein
looks
is a monster.
he was nothing can be and it just makes me hate that we lost him that much more because he has turned out to be such a perfect fit in Oklahoma City. Quiet as it's kept, Isaiah Hartenstein was one of the difference makers on that team last year as far as them
Absolutely.
winning the championship. And now I understand because remember we all looked at it like they gave him $80 million, but they knew they're like, this is what we need. This is gonna get us over the top, and they were right.
A perfect compliment to Chet Holmgren. Those two being interchangeable.
Victor George, what up, brother?
Victor George.
Getting a smoothie.
Get me one.
Get,
If you're at Smoothie King, get me a gladiator. I love them.
well, get your smoothie and settle in because we're about to get into the debate very shortly. So, OKC sitting at 17-1 so far.
17-1, bro.
I mean, this is after the start that they had last year, which was similar. Like, this is not even funny. Denver quietly has gotten out to a very good start at 13-4. The LA Lakers are 12-4. Who saw that coming? But quite honestly, the early season injury to LeBron James and the time Luka missed actually may have helped that team be able to gel early. And so far, LeBron has come back and he has played within the confines of JJ's system, and it's working. It's continuing to work.
That's what I wanted to say. Give LeBron James, give that man his due. Everybody was saying he's not going to take a back seat. He's not going to be able to flow. He's going to want the ball more. He has gotten into that team. He has meshed well. He has gotten together their cohesion. It's seamless. And LeBron James has proven all of the doubters wrong.
So
and
far,
he's showing he wants to be a part of that team, and he doesn't mind Luka being the driver. He doesn't.
Listen, it is Luka's team. It looks like LeBron has handed the keys over to Luka and Austin Reeves, as he should, and they're letting those young boys really take it. Keisha said, "What's the debate that the Lakers need a new center and a shooter?" Listen, DeAndre Ayton was having a great season until he got hurt. He was having a great season. I've been getting on Keisha quietly. I'll send her a text after Ayton has another good game. Like, did you see Ayton's stat line? She's like, oh, shout out.
20 and 14. 20 and 14. Every time you look around, he's there.
Of course you're trolling. You wouldn't be you if you didn't, Keisha.
That's right.
Listen,
wouldn't be Miss Carter if she didn't do that.
Absolutely. But DeAndre Ayton was quietly having a really strong season. And it's an unfortunate injury because he finally, for the first time in his career since I've been watching him, looks like he was actually in the NBA to play basketball.
He got his confidence back. You can see it. He has his footwork is just gotten so much better.
Victor George said false prophet Carter. Yeah. Yeah, because she did say that DeAndre was going to suck. But
I said
we all said it. Yeah.
He's serviceable. I said it.
And he was above serviceable till he got hurt. He won a couple of those 12 games.
He's above average.
He looked engaged. He came out ready to play. I don't know what JJ did to get into his mind, but it worked. And he was having a really strong season before he got hurt. Again, hopefully he comes back healthy and can continue the trajectory that he was on. But they going at it.
Victor Bayless. Victor George Bayless.
Well, we're gonna see, George, if it's Timmy time. We're gonna see now.
Yeah, we got it. Can he live up to what age?
Listen, if he can be serviceable, they'll be fine.
Serviceable.
Okay.
9 to 10 rebounds, 10 points. That's all.
That's it. Because we said that's all Ayton needed to give them, and he far exceeded that. Yes, he far exceeded that, and it has worked out well for the Lakers. So hopefully things are gonna go well there. I gotta talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves before we move on. Things are falling apart in Minnesota.
Yeah,
things are falling apart. That loss the other night was brutal.
You talking about the comeback?
Yes.
Loss?
Yes, that was brutal.
I put it up in our chat. I put it up.
Yeah.
That was bad.
That was a brutal loss. Yeah, Vic, roll and rebound. That's all he got to do. Roll and rebound. That's it. That's it. But that loss was bad, and I don't know. Anthony Edwards is a very outspoken player. I don't know. I mean, for all of his bravado, you've never seen him go against the coach. But I don't know how much longer he stays silent. One of the biggest things I felt like was them putting Dante DiVincenzo in the starting lineup. Dante DiVincenzo, I love him.
He's better off the bench.
And he's not a point guard.
No, he's not a ball handler.
Anthony Edwards needs a traditional point guard on the floor with him. Mike Conley needs to get back in the starting line. Granted, no, Mike Conley's 36 years old. He absolutely cannot do what he did years ago. But that's Minnesota's fault. That's the front office. They should have been preparing to get Anthony Edwards another point guard. Because that's where the problem is. Because that late game situation is not supposed to, that's not even my team and I'm getting upset. That's not supposed to happen.
Now with a superstar player like that on your team, you need a point guard that's going to get him the ball where he needs it. That's gonna say, okay, we need Anthony Evans don't have to work so hard
Right.
to get his shot off.
You know, you got Julius Randle taking final shots. Again, Julius Randle is your good Robin. But again, a point guard is going to get that offense organized and get the ball to Ant for the last play of a game. Or
Absolutely.
to ward off a comeback. Listen, say what you want about the Knicks. Say what you want about Jalen Brunson. But we know in the last 5 minutes of a close game, if a team is making a comeback, we know the ball is going to number 11, and number 11 is going to get everybody organized.
I need you to do me a favor too,
Sure.
Bishop, when you get a chance.
Yep.
Can you pull up the season stats so far for Jalen Brunson? I want to know what his points and assists are, because I've been hearing this from
You talking about that Clipper fan again?
that Clipper fan that first of all, there are no true point guards. I agree with Rick Pitino. There are really no
Yeah, in the league
true
now? No.
point guards
No.
in the league anymore. You still going back to the 90s, bro. There are no true point guards. That's why I don't get into it. Oh, and I want my point guard. Bro, that's when we played. Okay? That was the 90s. Today's NBA is positionless basketball. And now your small forward and your shooting guard can have more assists than the point guard. Because of the NBA that we are in today.
Absolutely. There were a couple games Mikal Bridges was leading the team in assists. There are games where Cat has led the team in assists.
Yes, it's positionless basketball. The assist is not primarily
Jokic
relegated
is
to
a
the
center.
point guard.
Right. Jokic
Yeah.
is a center who daggone their averages a triple-double.
And the assist, he don't just have 10, he don't just be just getting a triple.
No. You have 15 assists.
It be no doubt he has a triple double. And I know I'm not crazy. I know JB assists are up this year. I know they are.
So, Jalen Brunson right now is averaging 28.3 points per game on 48% shooting from the floor. Excellent. My God. 3.4 rebounds, 6.5 assists per game right now.
He's averaging 6.5 assists, and that's a whole assist and a half more than last. I know last year he was in the fives. I remember that.
He's already had 3 double-digit assist games already this season.
He had a 22 and 11 the other night when they lost against Orlando.
It was 33 and 11.
33. I said 22. Yeah,
Yeah,
he had 33 and 11.
He's had a 33 and
do?
11. He's had a 32 and 10, and he's had a 23 and 10.
What do you want him to do? And that's in 15 games.
Correct.
And he's averaging 6.5 through 15 games. He's not John Stockton. He's not going to average double-digit assists. No point guard like that. The only way, Trae Young, yes, he's going to average that. Yes. That's Trae Young's game.
And not for nothing, actually, he averaged 7 assists a game last season. He averaged 7.3 a game last year.
Thank you, Victor George, and that's what I've been saying. There's no more true point guards that are pass first, shoot second.
But Keisha, what you just said proves the point. LeBron is a power forward.
LeBron is not a point guard.
He's a
That's the
power
point I'm making. She made
Yep.
exactly, Keisha.
12 assists.
LeBron had
He's a power
12
forward.
assists, and he's at the power forward right now. He's at the 4.
So I mean, you got to take things, and that's why I love Ballard, but he's a casual. It's unfortunate.
I didn't want to say it because if I say it,
I'm gonna say
he
it.
attacks me for some reason.
He-
He don't attack y'all. When I
he's
say something, he makes it personal with me.
He's a casual. He's a casual because people who understand the nuances of the game and particularly the pro game of today, you understand, like you just said, there are no more true point guards. It doesn't exist. Not even with the smaller guards, like you said, like a JB, like a Trae Young, even the two that
Trae
they have.
Young is the closest we got right now.
Even the
Trae
two
Young
that
is
they
the
got.
closest.
Even the two they got in Cleveland, Darius Garland and Spider, are not true point guards. Neither of them.
They're scorers.
Can they organize
can
offenses?
pass.
Yes. They're what we call growing up a combo guard.
Yeah, a point guard is a passer of the ball who can score. What we have today are scorers who can pass.
Absolutely true.
That's what we got.
Absolutely
And
true.
if you don't see that in today's NBA, look, just even on the Clippers team, Harden is not a point guard. He's a forward. He's not even a shooting guard. He's a three who runs the point. He's a three who runs the point. That's what James Harden was never classified as a point guard, ever. As far as I know. He's never been classified as a point guard.
But that's what I get on Ballard about. Like, he's like, oh, like the point guard, Jalen Brunson shoots too much. And you saw my first response to him was, your point guard is James Harden.
Who's not a point guard.
Who's going to take 30 shots a game with Kawhi Leonard on his team.
Yes. And Zubac, who's a serviceable big man.
He's surrounded by scorers, but he's still going to take 30 shots a game. Like, come on. Like, get off of JB. Leave Jalen Brunson alone. Leave what's going on at 33rd and 7th alone, and you go deal with that dumpster fire that's out there in the Valley in L.A. Because that team is old and slow. Chris Paul also this week announced that this is his final season, and he will be retiring. Exactly, Dre. We agree. Dre Rumble said James Harden ain't a true point guard. You're right.
We said it.
We are at 100% agreement. Not a true point guard.
And that goes to my point. There are no true point guards anymore. The closest thing we got in the league right now to a pass first, even Trae Young, he shoots. He averages double-digit assists, but he's a shoot first guard. That's what he is.
Only true point guard left in the league is Tyler Kolek.
Tyler Kolek and Mike Conley.
And Mike Conley. That's really it. It's Tyler Kolek and Mike Conley. Those are the only true point guards left in the NBA who are pass first guys.
Right, and Kolek comes off the bench. So what do we say?
And that's
Thank
what we mean by it. Like, because I mean, looking at the stats for tonight, looking at the stats just of the teams that are playing tonight. This is not even everybody. Tonight, let's look at the lines. Hawks are playing the Wizards right now. Let me look at that box score. Hawks are playing the Wizards right now. Dyson Daniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker are the backcourt because Trae, Trae is still out with an injury. Oh yeah, and Chris Paul. You're right, Dre. And Chris Paul.
Right? But we forget about him because he's coming off the bench. Yeah.
Right, but of people who are starting.
Right.
Dyson Daniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Neither are true point guards. In fact, Dyson Daniels is really a wing. He's a forward. He's a big.
That's the dude that be trying to D up on Brunson, right?
Yeah.
He's not even a guard.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker is actually a two.
Right.
That's Shay's cousin.
There are no true point guards. That's why this conversation.
Washington has CJ McCollum and Collaby in the backcourt. CJ McCollum is not a true point guard.
We already know that. We know CJ
we know he shoot first. So that's one game. The Magic are playing the Sixers tonight. Right now, Sixers lead by 5.
We gonna call Suggs a true point guard? I don't know. I just think that he's a small guard.
Jalen Suggs.
Is he a point guard?
I guess you could. He's not even really there for his passing.
That's what I'm saying.
He's on the court for his defense.
His energy, right? He's there for his energy.
So he would be considered a combo guard because he really doesn't do most of the ball handling. Desmond Bane does more ball handling than he does.
And he's a wing who shoots.
And Bane is starting at the 2.
Right, but they put him at the 2, but he's really a 3.
Tonight, Tyrese Maxey and Quentin Grimes are starting in the backcourt for Philly. We know Grimes is a 2, and Maxey is a combo guard.
He's an undersized 2 or a combo guard.
A combo guard. Dre thinks that Suggs is a true guard. He's a true guard, but is he a
point guard?
PG?
He's not a PG though, Dre. He's not a true PG.
Yeah, I struggle with putting him in that class because he's not really the guy that organizes Orlando's offense. He's
Right.
not really the guy that organizes Orlando's offense. Orlando plays through their wings a lot as well. They play through Bain. They play through Wagner. That they play through their
And
wings.
and Bancaro. That's who they play through.
And Paulo.
Yeah.
They play through their wings. So, okay, Noah, I'll give you that.
Halliburton, yes.
Tyrese
True point
Halliburton
guard.
is a true
Yes.
point guard. He's a big point guard, but he is a true point guard.
Hallie is a true point guard, yes. But I didn't bring him up because he's hurt.
Because he's
Yes.
hurt, right.
Hallie, absolutely.
He can run the plays. That's true. But just being, I guess the criteria we're looking at is that you're using that point because traditionally the point guard is the position that organizes the offense.
He's the coach on the floor. Would you consider Suggs the coach on the floor? I don't. I don't consider Suggs the coach on the floor.
Dre, you said you don't think Halliburton is a true point guard? I don't know about that, bro.
Nah, Hallie's a point. Hallie's a point.
Hallie can shoot, but Hallie is pass first.
And I love his sneakers, by the way.
And we've seen that.
Quick
I
note.
haven't really looked at him, but we've seen that with Hallie because we got on him all through the playoffs last year about his disappearing acts offensively because he's trying to get everybody else involved. His mentality is pass first point guard.
Yeah.
He said Hallie is a guard who can score.
Right, but he's pass first.
Can Hallie take over a game? Yes, but Hallie is not the guy that's usually going to come down and just pull. He's not Tyrese Maxey.
Or Trae Young. Trae Young will come down and pull it on
Jalen
you.
Brunson. They're coming down looking for their shot first. Hallie's not doing that. Hallie's coming down and looking to organize the offense first, which makes him a really solid point guard, at least in my estimation.
Nah, he is.
Mac agrees.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Where's Bishop L? I'm ready to start the debate. I was waiting to see where Bishop L was, because he was in the chat early this morning talking about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, we on this for tonight. And he not here. You know, L be all over the place. He probably somewhere getting ready for J Max and Throne Man next week. You know, when you're the liturgist, you got a lot of work on your shoulders.
Lot of work on your
A lot of
shoulders.
work on his shoulders. So he busy right now. But I thought he was going to be with us tonight to get involved in this. But again, that's where we are. That's our NBA at a glance. Let's dig into one of the major topics of tonight. There are a couple of them. As I mentioned in the opening, there's some WNBA type drama happening in NBA circles. Let's start first with what's going on the court. How many of you saw the altercation at the end of the game the other night between a street clothes Ja Morant and Klay Thompson? What did you make of that, J-Mac?
Bush League move. First of all, you put your finger in the man's face while somebody's in between you. Okay?
Well, we've been saying Ja's a fake thug forever.
He's a fake thug. You point your finger in the man's face while somebody is not you point and then the guy gets in between. He's already in between you and you point your finger in his face. You listen, disrespectful, man, and this is the problem today. And that's what's going on right now. There's not enough respect for people. Listen, I'm not a Klay Thompson fan, but you got to respect what that man has done for the NBA and what that man has accomplished in the NBA. Yes, he's on the downside of his career right now, but don't disrespect that man. You can't do that.
Overseer
I've
Bullard, I said the same thing. Yeah, we've been saying it. Ja's on his way out of the league.
I've been saying this all week in the chat that he's on his way out. He's gonna, and he thinks that the league need him. Ja started it.
Ja started it, Bishop Heflin. Ja Morant started that
it.
issue. Like, it was, first of all, you're not playing. First and foremost, you're not playing. So you should really be quiet anyway. Klay just finished playing in this game. Keisha got a problem with black women. I'm learning this. Keisha, you have an issue with black women.
Keisha just said it's Megan Thee Stallion's fault because that's who he dates.
Keisha, you got an issue with black women, and I'm praying for you because that is not okay.
It is not Megan's fault that Ja put his finger in Klay's face.
In Klay's face, right. Megan wasn't even at the game.
She wasn't even there.
How is it Megan's fault? But Ja's got an issue with the coach. Ja's got an issue with this, got an issue with that.
He got an issue with the team. He don't want to be there no more. It's obvious. He doesn't want to be there.
Stop saying that. You stop doing what you doing. Every time we talk about a black woman, you be going after them.
But we wasn't even talking about a black woman. We talking about a man.
We talk about these two men. You brought up Megan. Megan wasn't even in the conversation. That's what the media said. I didn't hear no media member say it was Megan's fault.
They jealous because a lot of these dudes is jealous because he dating Megan. That's what the problem is.
Listen, give that man his props. How about that? He pulled a woman that a lot of men want. We lost Bishop J Mac for a second. Hopefully we get him back shortly. But there he is. But and here we go, right on time. Bishop L has joined the fray. But you can't put that on Megan. Megan ain't got nothing to do with that. That's Ja Morant being Ja Morant. He's got an issue with everything. He's got an issue with everybody. He got an issue with the coach. He's got an issue with the way the coach is running his team. He's got an issue with his playing time. He's got an issue with his minutes. And for Ja, it's never. If you notice, he takes no accountability at all. He's as bad as Sebastian Telfair. Which I didn't even get into that. Sebastian Telfair, if you've been seeing clips of his documentary.
Broke.
And he's and in the documentary, he's blaming everybody else but his poor decision making. Okay. So Ja wants it to be the league's fault or the team's fault. For all of Ja's talent, is Ja more talented than Klay Thompson? At this point in their careers, yes. Look, in Klay's prime, there might have been an argument. Because you got to remember, Klay was asked by Steve Kerr to kind of diminish his game in order to fit into that system. Mm-hmm. And remember, Klay played both sides of the ball better than most.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to have that conversation.
Klay Thompson
was
a good
plus defender. Yes, he was a plus defender. So we can't be mad at we can't look at that. But Ja getting in Klay's face. Klay got 4 rings, Ja. You can't get out the first round. Ja Morant has not led his team anywhere.
Make sure you cancel that out.
It's crazy.
Keisha said, I told y'all on the last show, he's going to find himself out of there. And that team needs to listen. The team may need to get out of Memphis, the city, but Ja Morant, the player, that's just up here. That's who he is at this point.
He don't have any respect for the front office. He has no respect for his teammates. He has no respect for the coach, and he has no respect for himself. It has nothing to do with that team being in Memphis.
What could possibly be going on with him, though? Like, what is there? Do we know the root of everything that's happening with him?
Nobody knows. No one knows.
So he needs a psychiatrist.
That's it. Yes.
And he needs
to go lay on somebody's couch.
Either that or he needs a prescription for some Ritalin.
Something, because at the end of the day, you making that kind of money, I'm going to be a happy camper. I don't care if we lose them or not. Those checks, I'm going to be happy.
I mean, listen, I'm a care because I'm a competitor. But when payday comes every 2 weeks, my anger is going to be a little bit more tempered.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
Because I mean, I get it. You don't want to be, but and that's just it. Like you don't have to be in a losing situation. You were brought there to be the face of the franchise. You were drafted there to be the leader. You were there to adopt and put in a winning culture, and you have done none of that since you've been there.
He'd rather be hanging out with his boys, lifting up guns.
Mark, no, Keisha. Mark unfortunately does not have 4 rings. Mark Jackson's team has 4 rings, but that's another conversation.
So we're looking at Ja Morant possibly being out of the league because in a second he's going to get blacklisted.
Yeah,
exactly.
He because when this contract, first of all, he's not going to get an extension, and then nobody's going to pay big money for him.
He should have took a page out of Shedeur Sanders' book. Look at what owners can do. They can freeze you out if they want to. They froze this dude out, and the only reason why he in is because the guy got hurt. That's the only reason why Shedeur is in there.
Yeah, but he gonna make the league pay. If he continues to play the way that he played on Sunday, he gonna make them. They gonna pay for
No,
that.
I agree with that. But
Shout
the
out
point,
Shador Sanders, first
shout out
NFL win.
Shador.
First,
I agree with
first
that. But the
win
point,
by a rookie quarterback in Cleveland in team history.
since
In his
'95,
first start, right?
since
Yep, in their
'95,
first start. Yep.
yeah, they haven't. A Browns quarterback hasn't done it since '95.
Yeah,
So
man.
kudos to Shador Sanders for getting that done. But yeah, John's gonna find himself out of this league.
They can freeze you out. They don't need you. The league will move on without you. Don't ever think you're bigger than the league or even that you on the league's level.
Listen, if David Stern was alive, he'd probably be out already from that gun charge.
Well, we said that last week.
Ask Gilbert Arenas.
David Stern was a different kind of commissioner.
As great as Gilbert Arenas was as a player, he said, you still getting a 100-game suspension.
Listen, what did Carmelo say? He said David Stern called him in the office and told him, we know where you go, we know where you live, and Carmelo said the NBA is the Fed.
He sure did. He sure did.
He said
I heard him say it.
the NBA are the Feds. That's what Melo said.
He sure did.
He sure did. He said David Stern called him in the office. Said, we know where you go, we know who you be with, we know where you at, we know when you're there. And you got a choice. You can either play this game the way you're gonna play it, or you'll be out of here. And my man said, pay the Feds.
Yo, Melo, and you can see Melo was shook. Because
He was shook.
you got a commissioner telling you, we know where you go, we know where you be at, we know who you with. What?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it this way. Like the NBA, first and foremost, right? It used to be strictly a sport, but now, in more recent times, it has become a brand, and it's a real brand. And everybody that puts on a uniform with that Jerry West logo on it, they represent the brand, and they are property of the brand.
Correct.
They are property of the John Morant, LeBron James. Everybody is property of the brand. So these guys, y'all think they going out chilling and they ain't got no private time. They ain't got no private time. They got a bunch of private investigators following them wherever they going. Especially when you are a projected face of the league. When you're a projected face of the league and they know that you're one of those individuals that's going to put butts in the seats and people going to want to come to see, and you bring the franchise money and you bring the brand of money, they have private investigators following you, and you don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. You don't know what car they in. You don't know what club they in. You don't know if they are the bartender behind the bar that's serving you the drink. You don't even know.
Sure enough.
Do y'all remember that movie back in the early 90s, late 80s with Tom Cruise called The Firm?
Oh, yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. John Grisham book. That's one of the best books I've ever read in my life.
Let me
and
tell you.
Yes.
That movie, if anybody that's listening tonight.
That's the NBA.
I just watched that movie the other day, as a matter of fact.
They know everything.
That movie is one of the greatest movies of all time. I'm telling you. That movie, The Firm.
ET commissioner.
If you've never, any of our millennials and Gen Zers, if you've never saw the movie The Firm, sit down, take the time to watch that movie. Then you'll understand what we're saying. That the NBA is the firm.
Listen, this is a league that suspended Michael Jordan for a year and a half and called it a retirement.
And called it a retirement.
Let's just call it what it is. David
David
Stern said, go play baseball for a year and a half.
Suspended him.
Right. David Stern said, you go play baseball for a year and a half so we can make this go away. But you can't come back here right now till you get this gambling thing under control.
That's gangster.
How do you look at the greatest player in the game?
Yeah, Sam, the book is fantastic.
The book is fantastic. How do you look at the greatest player in the game and tell them, you gonna retire because I said so? You know you gangster.
That's gangster.
Like you're taking a year off. You're taking a year and a half off.
And we'll let you know when to come back. We'll start letting the rumblings come out. We're the NBA. We know how to do media. We'll give stories about you practicing with the team. We'll let things slowly seep out, and we'll slowly bring you back.
And I'm not even going to take your salary. This is what we'll do. You love baseball. The owner of your team happens to also own the baseball team in Chicago. Go over there and play. Jerry Reinsdorf will pay you through them.
Yep. Buy the team a bus. Show goodwill. Buy the team a new bus.
Yeah, you know the locker room spread for the clubhouse. Make sure that that's taken care of. We're gonna build your goodwill back up.
Yep. We know you can't hit the curveball, but just get through it.
206 as a minor league baseball player. That was Michael Jordan's batting average. 206.
Well, hey, it's not bad actually.
Considering that you started playing baseball professionally at 34, yes, that's not bad at all.
He had a couple home runs, though. He hit the ball out a couple times.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Oh, the natural ability was there. If he had started younger, he probably would have made it. he was just that kind of an athlete. But
natural athlete.
But getting back to the test, when the league can do that to you, and you are arguably the greatest player of all time.
That shows you that no one, and I mean no one.
Nobody's bigger than the firm.
Gotta see that movie. You got it. I'm gonna go watch that movie again tonight. I'm watching it
bigger
tonight.
than the firm.
I'm going to watch that movie tonight. Don't forget, Gene Hackman was in that movie.
Oh yeah,
too.
Fantastic.
The late Gene Hackman, great actor.
Great actor,
Yeah.
great actor. And again, The Firm is a fantastic movie. So you millennials and Gen Zers, you want to see a good legal thriller drama, go watch The Firm.
And the ending is crazy. The ending is crazy.
Stop calling Adam Silver E.T. Stop.
Listen, Adam Silver ain't going nowhere.
No, he's not.
He making too much money for the league, for the owner.
I mean, and that was it. But I do feel like David Stern is probably turning over in his grave a little bit. Because Adam Silver was his hand-picked successor. And he's like, this is not what I told you to do. He said, yes, grow the league, but the players are doing whatever they want. This would never happen on my watch.
It's an international league, which is what David Stern wanted. So
it is what David Stern wanted.
He did get that.
Yes.
Because it's an international league now.
But it was never a players' league under David Stern.
No, the players didn't run nothing.
Now the players run everything. Load management didn't happen under David Stern. Because remember back in the days with the NBA, they would send investigators. If you listed a player as out, they would send their own investigators and doctors to make sure that player was actually injured. And if you didn't you could not suit up a player who was healthy. You did not sit in the NBA back in the days simply because you were load managing or you just wanted to give a player a day off. If you were healthy, you suited up. That was David Stern's rule.
And just think about this.
People try to put that on Mike and the old guard. No, that was David Stern.
This was in the era when they didn't bet on games. He made you play, and they weren't betting on games. Now they betting on games, and they got all these parlays, and you sitting players when people are counting on you to hit the parlays.
And that's why there's all of this corruption. That's why because now the players are able to manipulate the parlays, have side quests going on with bookies, and if they got into some trouble, they can correct their issue with the bookie by, okay, well, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna play the first quarter, and then I'm gonna say my stomach hurt, so bet the under. The bookies get that information out.
Can't stop
it. They make a ton of money, and you can't stop it.
We said it last week, and you can't. There's no way they're going to be able to stop this from happening. There's no way.
No, that is the league is currently constructed. So that's what's going on with Ja and Klay Thompson. Pivoting to a former player and a current NBA star, Kenyon Martin was on a podcast recently and was asked some questions regarding power forwards in his day. To his credit, and he reiterated this on the Gills Arena podcast, to his credit, he never mentioned Draymond Green by name in his original interview. But somehow it got spun as if he was taking shots at Draymond Green. And from that point forward, it has been back and forth between Draymond and Kenyon Martin. So much so that Kenyon Martin has compiled a list of 44 power forwards
And
that
centers.
he believes are better than Draymond Green. Firstly, he said, I can name 200 players, regardless of position, that are better than you. But then he kind of brought it down a little bit. He said, just at our position, I can name 44. But it's true, because Kenyon never attacked Draymond Green. But Draymond attacked Kenyon's skill set. But Kenyon made a valid point. Kenyon was the number 1 pick in the league. Draymond was a 30. He said, there's a reason why you were a 35th pick. Listen, Bishop Woodall says Draymond don't want no smoke from Kenyon. Yes, he do, because Draymond is one of these new media gangsters. They hide behind podcast mics. But if Kenyon was on a court with him, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Let's go through it. So, fellas,
before you get into it, I do want to say this too. Kenyon Martin wasn't talking about Draymond's game.
Correct.
He was talking about his toughness and the fact that when he does get into altercations, he gets into altercations with people who don't fight back.
Exactly.
And then Draymond made it about the game and the skill set and said that, and what was the term he said? He said that that Kenyon Martin was an underachiever.
But Kenyon killed that with his point on Gil's Arena today, where he said, listen, I went to the NBA Finals in my first 2 seasons. And then he went down the list of the other players who have done that. And they are the only ones. And since Kenyon did it, he was the last person to do it.
In 25 years, there hasn't been anybody else to do it.
Nobody.
As a rookie.
I mean,
and
you have to think about it. Yes, when Kenyon joined the Nets, he was in the finals his first and second year and led the league and led the team in scoring both years.
I was going to say, and he led the team. What else do you want him to do? He led. The term is led. He led.
Listen, they ran into better Western Conference teams those 2 years. Nothing you can do about that.
They ran into Shaq and Kobe one year. And then you run into Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan.
And Duncan the second year. What you gonna do?
Who's beating them?
Nobody was beating them back then. That's the point. The Lakers and Spurs were trading championships.
Right. Because that's the whole debate. Are the Spurs a dynasty because they haven't done it back to back? But they were there every other year.
Every other year. So I've went and found the list of all 44 names that are on that list. And so, fellas, and those of you who are watching, again, I need y'all to like, share, tag, comment. I want y'all to join the conversation as well. And you tell us as we go through each of these 44, well, as many of as we can. But we're going to go through at least the top 15. Are they better than Draymond Green? Right out of the gate, best 4 in the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Better.
L?
Way better.
Anthony Davis.
Better.
Better.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Better.
Way better.
Charles Barkley.
Way better.
Way better.
Way better. He's an
and
MVP. Let's not forget, Charles is an MVP.
Correct.
He's a league MVP. So don't try to come for him, Draymond. He's a league MVP.
Correct.
And you wouldn't step in his chest.
Not at all.
And bros, he was the MVP on Jordan's watch. Let's not forget that.
Correct.
Yeah, but he paid for that in that finals.
He paid for it.
Jordan said, "Oh, you beat me out for the MVP? I got to sweep you."
Well, Magic paid for it too. Don't forget.
Yeah, Magic paid for it.
Magic paid for it too.
But that was the competitiveness of Jordan.
Charles got an MVP on Jordan's watch. So yes, he's way better.
Way better.
Right. Bishop Woodall said, did Draymond win National Player of the Year? No, he did not.
No.
Kenyon Martin did.
Yes.
I mean, at the point that you like the
Keisha said,
90th
what? Wait,
pick,
what? Draymond tried to come for Kenyon Martin's career, so Kenyon Martin shut him down by saying he could name 50 power forwards that are better than Draymond Green.
But he actually put some senses in there too, because he put Dikembe in there. But I like the fact he put Alonzo Mourning in there, because Alonzo Mourning wasn't 7 feet.
Right.
Alonzo Mourning was 6'10".
Next on the list, the big ticket, Kevin Garnett.
Way better. Way better.
Come on, Al.
yo,
Like this is even funny at this point, right?
no. Like, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Because I get what Kenyon Martin is saying. The truth of the matter is, Draymond is not the power forward that you guys are naming on this list. That's one. Two, Draymond ain't even the height that you're naming on this list.
You're absolutely
Draymond-
right. He's the
Draymond
power
is
forward in this
6'6".
he's the power forward in this new NBA. But since we want to go there, Charles Barkley is only 6'4".
And let's not forget, I'll give you another undersized
And
four.
dominated at power forward.
Larry Johnson was only 6'4", 6'5" too.
Yeah, Larry Johnson was 6'4",
Raising
correct.
Cane's right here, y'all. Raising Cane's right here, y'all.
Tim Duncan. Next on the list, Tim Duncan, the big fundamental.
We ain't even got to answer that one.
All right, next one, let's see. Dennis Rodman.
Better, way better.
Way better.
Way better. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if Dennis Rodman wanted to score, he could score.
I agree with that. That is very true.
He chose not to. He chose to play his role.
You
But he
remember,
chose to do that.
you remember during that
he-
72-10 season, one of their
Yes.
playoff series, teams were playing off of Dennis at the foul line, and he just stayed at the foul line, just kept hitting jumpers.
How about he was hitting threes?
He chose not to be a butterfly and remain a worm.
That's it. He didn't want to blossom.
He didn't want to blossom. And as a result, he is a Hall of Famer.
He is a Hall of Famer.
He's an HOFer. Yes, he is. Yes.
Because that is the next question.
The
next
mailman,
question.
Karl
The
Malone.
mailman.
No way. He
mailman-
defined the power forward in the 90s.
Correct.
Yeah.
Chris Webber.
No way. And Chris Webber could do what he did in Golden State's offense. Because Chris Webber was a great passer.
Run TMC.
That's
He
right.
was a great passer.
That's right.
Amari Stoudemire.
No.
He's better.
Amari's better.
Chris
better.
Bosh.
Better.
Oh, wait.
No.
Think about
L. You think about his Miami days. Go
No,
back
I'm
to Toronto.
I'm thinking, I see him in Toronto, but the truth of the matter is, all right, we can say, I would say they're about the same. But again, like, we really can't just, like, we are, first of all, we're naming point guards that are giving you 20 and 10 a game. Draymond's not going to do that. We are naming power
the key
forwards
is,
that
nor
are going to.
can he.
I'm not sure if it's a nor can he. I think that he can, especially in this
I don't think that he can.
He would have never been able to do it in that.
He has a losing record without Stephen Clay on the floor.
That was going to be one of my points. He's
Okay.
he's 21 games below 500 without Stephen Clay.
Okay, go ahead.
Rasheed Wallace.
He's not better than
No
Rasheed
way.
Wallace. Rasheed Wallace will cook him.
Rasheed? Listen, he was the original stretch four.
Correct.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know because
Him and Webber.
Keisha
No.
says which season with Bosh. Keisha, even Miami's Bosh is
the
better than
stretch four.
Draymond.
Wait, there was
Yes.
a stretch four. There was a stretch four in Phoenix before him.
Tom Chambers.
Tom Chambers.
Pau
And they need to put
Gasol.
Tom Chambers on the list.
Right, even put
And
Tom
he's
Chambers
better
on
than
the list.
Draymond.
Pau Gasol.
Better.
Elton Brand.
Better
in college.
Nah, he was better in the NBA too. He was
Elton
better.
Brand was a very solid pro.
He
Elton Brand was
just
a
played
very
in
solid.
Philadelphia. That's not his fault.
Anton Jameson.
Yes. I thought you were going to say Antoine Walker. They didn't even put him on the list, and he was a 4.
He was a 4. That's correct.
I'm gonna give it to Jameson.
Antoine
Carlos
Walker's not on that list, but he should be.
Carlos Boozer.
Yes,
Yeah,
Zebo Zach Randolph.
definitely.
absolutely.
Definitely.
David West.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll give him a slight edge.
all
Wait,
right.
L still on the fence. Wait.
Uh,
But David West ain't top 15. He just picked a random.
like I'm be honest with you, I'm not even expecting him to have been on this list.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's what I
like,
said. But
Jermaine O'Neal.
no way.
he's better.
No.
Jermaine O'Neal was better.
Yes.
Sean Kemp. You ain't have to bust out laughing like that, G-Man. You ain't have to bust out laughing like that. Yo, that laugh is everything. Yo, Keisha, you see this? Do you see this?
Woo! You said Sean Kemp?
Sean
The
Kemp.
Rain Man.
The Rain Man.
Rain Man. Sean Kemp would have sent that boy home somewhere. Ooh, God.
Right out of our own
Sean
backyard. From the New Jersey Nets, Derek Coleman.
No way. DC is eating him alive.
Barbecue chicken.
Derek Coleman is eating him alive. He dunked on Shaq.
Sure did.
And Shaq says only 3 people dunked on him in his career, and Derek Coleman is one of them. Derek Coleman dunked on him and said, "Not today."
Danny Manning. Oh,
I'm gonna say Danny Manning was better.
I'm gonna say it too.
I'm gonna say Danny Manning.
He played in LA, the Clippers, but he was
not
better.
it's not me, Bishop Woodall. Kip's on the list.
They put him on
reading
there,
off the
Bishop.
list.
I don't know why. Listen, this is a joke. It's really a joke right now because Kenyon Martin is right now batting 1,000 right now.
Larry Johnson.
Heck no, that's my boy.
Even with a bad back, he's better than Draymond.
And the Knicks got him with a bad
With a
back,
bad
and he
back.
averaged.
And that's my point. With a bad back, he was better than Draymond.
His numbers went up in the playoffs when he played in New York.
That's the truth.
Oh, here we go.
So
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Ooh.
Aldridge is better. Oh, come on, we ain't got to think about that.
Listen,
Blake.
everybody,
Yes. Oh.
everybody that you name on this list is better than him statistically because he has embraced a style of play that has nothing to do. Like none of those guys embrace that style of play.
Bishop said LJ, bro.
I'm just saying.
They
He
put-
on the list.
This
He on
is
the list.
Kenyon's list.
Blake Griffin.
Better. Prime Blake. We talking about prime Blake.
Ron
Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
Yes. Lob City, right?
Kevin Love.
Better.
Now it gets interesting. Al Jefferson.
Who's that?
Al
played
Jefferson was solid.
He played in Boston and he played in Charlotte. I say Al Jefferson. You can't stop that. You can't stop that one-handed hook shot.
Now I was gonna say that hook shot. He was a beast in the post. He
You
really
can't
was a
stop
beast
it.
in the post.
Nobody can stop it.
Drew Gooden.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay, so Draymond gets 1.
Wait, we said Draymond. We said Drew. We saying Drew is better than Draymond? I mean, Draymond
No.
better than Drew?
No, I thought that's what y'all was saying.
You saying Draymond better than Drew?
I'm not. No.
I'm saying
I'm
Draymond
saying no.
I think Draymond got a slight little edge. Yeah.
Oh, on Drew Gooden? Okay.
Yeah.
Josh Smith.
No.
He's not better
From
than
Atlanta?
Josh Smith.
Yes.
No.
Correct.
way.
That Atlanta Hawks Josh Smith.
No.
Tim Thomas.
Ooh.
Tim Thomas is better.
Yeah, because offensively, his bag was crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tim Thomas is better.
Jersey boy.
Yeah.
Antoine Walker is on the list. Antoine Walker.
Come on.
Oh, we already know.
Employee number 8.
Here's a fun one.
Mr. Shimmy.
Lamar Odom.
Better.
Prime Lamar Odom is better.
Yep.
Jason Williams.
From the New Jersey Nets?
New Jersey Nets.
Yeah, he's better.
Horace Grant.
He's better
Better.
at shooting. He's better at shooting people too.
You're gonna
I'm not
appreciate
getting
this
into.
one,
I'm not
Jay.
doing this with you, Butler. I'm
J-Mac,
not doing that with you.
You're gonna appreciate this one, J Mac. Well, you too, L. OT Otis Thorpe.
Otis Thorpe is better.
Otis Thorpe is better.
Paul Millsap.
Better. Way better. Way better.
Jawan Howard.
Better.
One of my personal favorites and yours as well, David Lee.
Way better.
A lot of ex-Knicks on this list. Al Harrington.
Wait, wasn't David Lee on one of his teammates for a championship?
I think David Lee left before he got that chip.
No, David Lee won a championship in Golden State. Yes.
Yeah, he did.
At the end of his
Yeah.
career. Yep, David Lee.
David Lee is better though.
Al Harrington.
Better.
Better.
Rashard Lewis.
Better.
Better.
Let me make y'all mad. Kevin McHale.
Better.
Way better. Way better. Nobody can stop that fadeaway baseline jumper.
Here's my personal favorite on this list. Nene.
Nene was a problem in his prime.
Popeye Jones.
Better.
Better.
And finally, Reggie Evans.
Better.
Well, you know, Kenya said it was for and giggles.
But Reggie Evans was a better rebounder and to me a better defender than Draymond.
He was. Yes. So
So
really, there's only one
he-
questionable one on the list.
on the list, yeah.
So that was a pretty accurate list. That you talk about 98%.
I don't
right,
think no,
Keisha,
because we didn't.
Draymond is bugging.
We
He
didn't
is
give
bugging.
him. We didn't give Draymond the edge on nobody on that list. That list was 100.
Oh, I thought you said Drew Gooden.
I mean, come on. I'm not going against the grain. Like, I know I go against the grain a lot, but I'm
Bishop
not going
Woodall
against the grain on
wants
that.
to add
Like,
to the list Ken Bannister and Rick Mahorn.
better.
Listen, Ken Bannister, they pulled that dude off the street.
George, we didn't make the list. This is Kenya's list.
That's Kenyon Martin's list. That's
This is
not our
Kenya's
list.
I didn't make this list. But notice he didn't put Charles Oakley on that list. He didn't put
Mason.
Anthony Mason on that list. He didn't put Xavier McDaniel on that list. And those are three guys I saw play who I feel are better than Draymond Green.
Did you hear his list of the people that won MVPs while he was in the league?
Yes.
And did you hear the list of MVP that won MVP? I mean not MVP, Defensive Player of the
Defensive
Year.
Player of the Year, DPOY. Yep.
Did you see the list of who won it on while Draymond is in the
Draymond's
league?
Yep.
When he did that, it shut it down for me.
I mean, what he had to contend with, you know, and that's the thing. But even before he did his list, that's the first thing I said. I'm like, what is Draymond talking about? Because I started thinking about the guys that Kenyon Martin had to play against.
Exactly.
Everybody on that list, just about everybody on that list of those 44, Kenyon played against all of them, with the exception of maybe Reggie Evans.
No, he
all
played against Reggie,
44
but he was on the downside of his career when he played him.
Right. So he played against all 44 of those guys. All 44.
Yo, and I'm sorry, if you remember Kenyon Martin's career, if you remember when he played, that dude was a dog.
Keisha said Draymond's on drugs. Yes.
Kenyon was a dog. That's when the Knicks were bad. I was looking at Kenyon Martin like, man, I wish we had him.
I said
And let's not forget when we finally got him during that run with Melo, he was on the downside of his career and still putting up numbers.
Still put up the numbers. He came back from those stress fractures that he had. And at that time, you didn't come back from that injury. He did.
Keisha says she wants Draymond out of the league before Ja.
And he be see what I don't like about Draymond. He be talking like he's like the Don, like he thinks he's a star like Steph
And Clay, yeah.
and Clay.
And that's my issue with Draymond. He talks like a superstar. Again, when I'm not comparing errors, I'm comparing mindsets. Dennis Rodman was crazy, but he never put himself on the same level as Michael and Scottie.
No.
Or Isaiah and Lambert.
Or Isaiah and Lambert. He never did.
Or Dumars and those boys.
He never put himself on that level.
He never put himself on the same level as Dennis Rodman. I mean,
when he played in Denver, he didn't put himself with Carmelo when he played with Melo in Denver, and when he came to New York and played with him.
Yeah, Kenyon, and again, Kenyon was a #1 pick who led a team to the finals in his first 2 years.
They built the team around him. They brought in Jason Kidd.
They brought in Jason Kidd because they said we got to get somebody to get him the ball, and they got him a shooter. Because they went out, they drafted Kerry Kittles for that first year, and then they went and got Vince Carter.
And they got, before that, when they went to the finals run, they had Keith Van Horn.
They had Keith Van Horn as well, yes. They went out, they surrounded him with players who were going to get the best out of him, and he still led that team in scoring.
Yo,
Kevin Willis and Vin Baker are fives. Those are centers.
That's the part I don't get with Draymond. Why are you, see...
Draymond wants to be a media star.
He called him an underachiever. I don't agree with that. That was so wrong.
That was Draymond's insecurity showing, because the reality is Draymond knows he's not on that level. And to have someone, forget what you, no, Kenyon Martin does not have 4 championships, but Kenyon Martin has a voice in the league. He is well respected across the board. So to have someone of Kenyon Martin's ilk say something like that about you, I know it had to sting Draymond. So he probably felt like he had to come back at him.
Bro, who came out of the East before Boston won that championship in 2008 with Paul Pierce? Most of those championships were coming from the West Coast between San Antonio and the Lakers. Mm-hmm. Nobody was winning coming out of the East. It didn't matter who came out of the East.
Correct.
You were not beating that Western Conference team. Whichever team came out of that West, you were not beating them.
Unless your name was Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
But that was after the Jordan era, when Jordan retired. Nobody was winning out of that Eastern Conference. They were calling it the Leastern Conference for a reason.
A stigma that has not left the Eastern Conference yet, quite honestly.
Exactly. Boston won that chip, 2 years ago? But everybody everybody criticized that chip. They criticized it and said they had an easy walk to the finals. So, listen, I just think Draymond needs to pipe down. That's my whole point. He has you are a good player on a great team. You benefited from playing with the greatest shooter God ever created, and Klay Thompson. You also had great role players, Sean Livingston, you had Kuminga, you had Jordan Poole, you had Wiggins, you had great players to complement them. You listen, you had Andrew Bogut, you had these guys that made your life easier. You are not a star. You average a triple single.
All right, so
here's my question. Wait, before you go there, here's my question. Is he going to the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Yeah, on the heels of Stephen Clay.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
On the heels of Stephen Clay. Not the fact that he is a defensive player of the year and he is an all-defensive team a few times.
In a watered-down NBA, Butler, you know that. Come on, bro. You know this ain't the same NBA.
NBA champion since 2003. I'm just going to go through what I'm going to call the LeBron era. So since 2003, okay. NBA champions. San Antonio Spurs, 2003. 2004, the Detroit Pistons. 2005, San Antonio Spurs. 2006, Miami Heat. 2007, San Antonio Spurs. 2008, Boston Celtics. 2009 and 2010 Los Angeles Lakers. 2011 Dallas Mavericks, still in the Western Conference. 2012, 2013 the Miami Heat. 2014 the San Antonio Spurs.
Those were the LeBron years, right? 12 and
Yep.
13? Okay.
Yep. 2015 the Golden State Warriors. 2016 the Cleveland Cavaliers. 2017 and 18 the Golden State Warriors. 2019 the Toronto Raptors. 2020 the Los Angeles Lakers, the bubble championship. 2021 the Milwaukee Bucks. 2022 the Golden State Warriors. 2023 the Denver Nuggets. 2024 the Boston Celtics, and 2025 the Oklahoma City Thunder. So in the last 22 years, the West has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 championships in the last 22 years.
14 out of 22.
The Western Conference has won 14 of the last 22 NBA championships.
And this is what I'm saying.
Sam said his name is D. Raymond, not Draymond.
D. Raymond.
D. Raymond. But that's where that's where we are right now in this league. So I defy anybody to show me where Kenyon Martin was wrong in anything that he said. Now that he's addressing Draymond, because again, going back to his original point, it was not even about Draymond Green.
The person asked him, "You don't have Draymond on that list?" That's how the whole thing started.
Right. And he just said no. And again, you asked this man for his opinion, and you got to remember, this is not a guy who was just some casual watching. This is a guy who played 15 years in the league himself. So, of course, the guys that are going to be on his list are going to be the guys that he went to war against.
And to his credit, he said, "I'm not taking anything away from Draymond. I'm not even taking away his 4 championships. I'm not taking away his Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not taking away his selection of first team defensive player NBA." He said, "I'm talking about game. Put his game against any other game." That's what he said. That's what he said. And then Draymond got personal and said this dude underachieved. I didn't like that. That was such a sucker comment. That was a sucker comment. I didn't like it at all. Yep. I mean, listen, I was never a Draymond fan. You know, everybody thought, "Oh, he had 32 and 15 in the finals." Kenya said, "Yeah, I had 35." Kenya said, "Yeah, I had 35 in the elimination game. I had 35, and I forgot how he had double-digit rebounds in that game too." Kenyon Martin showed up in that game. I remember it. He had 35 points.
He did. Listen, Kenyon Martin, as good as his New Jersey Nets teams were, they just ran into better Western Conference teams. San Antonio 1 year and Kobe and Shaq the year before that. What you gonna do?
With Tom McCullough playing center for the Nets.
Right.
Tom McCullough going to get Shaq in the middle? Come on.
I agree, Keisha. I think he has always been corny. I've never liked Draymond the person. I agree with Kenyon's sentiment that he goes after people who are, quite honestly, guys that, you don't get no points for punching Jordan Poole in the face. No. You don't get no points for throwing Rudy Gobert down.
Choking him from behind.
You don't get no points for that. He would not have passed it.
Don't forget he went after Nurkic.
Yeah, you don't get no points for going after Yusuf Nurkic.
Come on, man.
You get no points for that.
Come on, Butler. Even you laughing. Come on, man.
You get no points for that at all.
And that's all Kenyon was saying. He said, and guess what? Kenyon wasn't the first person to say that.
You sure wasn't.
Oakley said it 2 weeks ago.
But notice he ain't say nothing about Oak.
Oh, he said, "Oh, I ain't gonna say nothing about because you know why? Oakley will fly out to Oakland
and come to see him.
He'll come see you, Doc.
Bishop Woodall said Draymond is the most arrogant second rounder ever. You might be right about that, Bishop.
That's a good one.
You might be right about that one.
But Oakley said it on the podcast. 2 weeks ago, Oakley said he don't do that. He would not last in our era. Oakley was but you're gonna go after Kenyon Martin, which proves Kenyon's point. You didn't go after Oakley.
He shouldn't have went after Kenyon either, because Kenyon wasn't fake tough either. But he thought he tried with Kenyon, but
Did you
he
see
knew
what he did to Karl Malone that time when Karl Malone came down the lane in New Jersey? He did that to Karl. He clipped Karl Malone and busted him open. He clipped Karl Malone. Who you seen do that since Kenyon Martin?
I mean, they don't do that no more in this league.
But I'm saying he went after Karl Malone. I've never seen anybody do that.
Never.
Karl Malone.
Right, the only other person I saw go after Malone was Lane Beer, and that was after Karl Malone had elbowed Isaiah
Thomas, right?
And busted him open. And
But-
Lane Beer and Rick Mahorn tried to kill Karl Malone. Like
Yep.
you don't and not that. And again, let me say this: it's not that we want I don't want the NBA to go back to where it was fighting and stuff like that. But these were legit tough guys who were not
Well,
afraid of a fight. They
I
were
do
not
wanna
afraid of
see-
a suspension.
I do want to see a Malice in the Palace or two.
No, I don't want to
do.
see that again. I don't
But
wanna
but see, the point is, if exactly, Bishop, and Karl Malone wanted no parts of Kenyon Martin. He did not. He did not even go back at him. He didn't even make a step toward Kenyon Martin.
He did.
I remember that game. But
Karl
the
Malone.
point I'm making
Somebody should have beat Karl Malone's face in anyway, getting 14-year-old girls pregnant.
Well, that's what Kenyon did. Well, listen.
That's another conversation.
Yeah, we can have a whole show on that.
That's a whole show on that.
Because we could listen. That was back in the day when folks knew what was going on and didn't say nothing. Now
Swept it under the rug.
They knew, right? It was swept under the rug.
Listen,
Dude got drafted. They knew the Jazz knew what he did when they drafted.
Jazz knew what he did. The girl's mama knew what he did.
Yes.
Everybody was complicit. Everybody was complicit. What we gonna do?
It was that era. It was that era. That's the era. I mean, it's a different era now.
Right. We didn't even put Ron on the list.
Exactly. We didn't put Ron Artest up
We didn't
there.
even put Ron on.
You
the
gonna
list.
tell me he better? Okay, Butler, is Green better than Ron Artest?
No way.
I knew you was gonna say. I just wanted to throw it out there.
Listen, I'm still mad we didn't draft Ron.
No way. Ron Artest is a member of Mitchell Taylor's church. That's my people's. Queensbridge. Queensbridge, stand up.
Oh,
Keisha,
the bridge.
Keisha, no. We're not doing this. No, we're not doing this.
What
Keisha, we are
said?
not entertaining you tonight.
We're not doing
No.
this tonight. You take that Davy Wright spirit someplace else tonight.
I'm telling you.
We
You
will
take that
not.
Superintendent Wright spirit out of here.
Absolutely not.
You gonna let that slide?
Keisha,
No.
Keisha, moving on. We're gonna stay on basketball. Hallelujah. We're gonna stay on basketball.
What? I didn't hear about the Ray Allen piece. You gotta explain that one to me.
So, with the Ray Allen talk, there was a discussion about whether Gilbert Arenas was a better player than Ray Allen, and Gil's thought process is, this is the problem with y'all in ring culture. Yes, Ray has rings, but I'm a better player than he is.
Well, that's the same argument that they just made with Kenyon and
Now
and
wait
Drake.
a minute. Now wait 1 minute. Now
Here we go.
wait
This is what I was waiting
minute.
for. The guard
Now
conversation.
Wait.
'Cause see, I didn't hear this.
Oh no,
minute.
Bishop Woodall, he's not
Hold
running
up.
up on Ron. He's not running up.
Hold
on Ron.
up.
We know better.
Hold up. While Gilbert Arenas was good,
Drake
Nah.
said Arenas had 2 good years.
nah, he ain't have nothing on Jesus Shuttlesworth. I'm sorry.
Listen, Spike Lee sought this man out and said, I could have hired this is Spike. He said, I could have hired an actor to play Jesus Shuttlesworth, but I needed it to be as realistic as possible. He sought out Ray Allen
Yeah.
because he said, I can teach a basketball player how to act, but I can't teach an
No.
actor how to be a superstar.
First of all,
Give me another cupcake.
obviously Gilbert Arenas never watched Ray Allen in Milwaukee.
And this is the thing, or in Seattle, because you got to remember, Ray Allen was Seattle. When he first got there, Sean Kemp was on the back of his end of his career. They handed the keys to Ray Allen.
He got the white hat.
Yep, he was the white hat. And he had bag work, that tween pull up that he used to do all the time in Seattle from 3.
Bro, when he was in Milwaukee,
his bag work was crazy.
when he was in Milwaukee, he was dunking on people.
He
This
modified
dude was
his game.
driving the lane. He wasn't just a spot up 3
Right,
shooter.
he modified his game to fit in the championship teams. But Ray Allen was great by himself.
Yeah, man.
Him and Big Dog Robinson. Everybody forgets that.
Yep.
he was yanking it on people.
Gilbert Arenas is on crack.
Listen, a lot of these podcasters are on crack.
He's wild.
Listen, I usually don't take nothing Gil say seriously anyway, because Gil is just a troller anyway. He just be
Yeah.
saying stuff just to get viral clips.
Yeah, he wants clicks.
Yeah. That's a crazy take.
Right, Bishop?
I disagree. I disagree.
Ray Allen would throw it on you. Yeah, he was dunking on people.
Milwaukee, he was yanking it on him and
Everybody
Michael
remembers
Redd,
Ray
them
Allen.
dudes.
Everybody remembers Ray Allen the shooter because of his later years.
Yeah.
But he didn't start his career as a spot up shooter.
Go back to college when he was in UConn.
Ray was a true bona fide scoring 2 guard. Who was a 3-level scorer. He was a 3-level scorer.
Yo, Ray was yanking on you, bro.
Speaking of
He was
3-level
yanking on
scorers, I got to
He was
shout
yan-
out Syracuse freshman Cayenne Anthony.
Oh God,
Is a problem as a freshman.
he's on his way. He's on his way. He's catching up to Bronny right now.
Oh God! See, why you had to bring up the other boy? You
I
didn't
ain't
have to
saying
bring up.
nothing.
Right, I'm not even going there with you. We wasn't bringing up the other boy, L. We wasn't bringing up the other boy.
He's catching up to Bronny.
Let's talk about Bryce.
Let's talk about Cayenne.
Cayenne. Let's talk about Cayenne and Bryce.
Who's killing?
Cayenne
is killing. Cayenne is killing, yo. And the scary part
Right,
is
Dre.
this.
Ray Allen was killing from UConn.
From
Absolutely.
UConn. That's what I'm saying.
The
He was
scary
yanking
part.
it on dudes at UConn.
The scary part about Cayenne's game is this: Melo's gonna make him stay a second year.
Oh, Melo is already on record as saying, like, listen, you're going to college and you're going to go to college. Like, we'll evaluate it from year to year, but if it's another year, it's another year.
Bro, and he is mastering the mid-range game just like Papa. That mid-range
and
is
he's
crazy.
a willing defender.
A willing defender, something his dad
Not
wasn't
like
known
Papa.
for.
Not like Papa.
Not
Keisha
like
she ain't got
Papa.
time for you tonight, L. She ain't got time for you tonight.
I'm just saying.
You know, you talk about that bloodline, how she get.
Listen, with
how's he
Cayenne
doing-
Anthony.
How's
That's
he
what we're
doing?
talking about right now.
How's he doing in the league right now? Anyway,
Who?
Who?
Bronny.
He's like the 13th man off the bench. I mean,
Oh,
he's
okay.
doing what a 13th man does.
Oh, God.
Dre Butler said. Dre said, "Why Butler talking like God from the mountain?"
Huh?
Because
Because you got the screen black and you talking low tonight.
My
You got the
is
screen black. You got
Yeah,
the
your screen is
screen
black.
black. You got
Nah, it
the screen
shouldn't
black
be.
and you talking low tonight.
It is. You black. We can't see you.
We can't see nothing.
Nope. You still
Nope.
black.
Nope.
You still your screen
It's
is
like
still
you got
black.
the lights off.
Cut
What?
it. Turn out the lights.
Yeah, we can't see you. You've been
No.
like that for the last 5 minutes. We thought you knew.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Keisha said, "Dude wants him to." And listen, Melo has said it. He's like, "Listen, the league is not going nowhere." When Cayenne, because and Melo made a valid point at one point.
We got you
There
now.
you go. Melo said, Listen, at 18, your body's not NBA ready. I'm not doing that to you. And he right.
He's
Cayenne
gonna
is
rush.
skinny. Cayenne still, for all of the good he's doing right now as a freshman, Cayenne still need to put on some weight. Because he's 6'4", and mind you, he's 18. So he's probably got another growth spurt in him.
And he's got to lift some weights. He's going to get on a nutrition program. He's going to gain some lean muscle.
So,
I know he
he's
eating too many.
He's six,
I know.
he's 6'4", 175. Like,
I know he eating
that's
too
not gonna
many
work in the
bacon,
NBA.
egg. He eating too many bacon, egg, and cheeses from the bodega though. He always posting that.
Yeah, when he home in Brooklyn, yep.
But see,
Sure.
he got such
Yo, L. Dre said, "Oh look, it's Jesus." I love
Listen,
this show.
he eating that stuff because he got a great metabolism. That stuff don't stay on him.
Yeah, he's still young enough to where his
Yeah,
metabolism
it burns right off
is
of him.
burning right off.
Yeah.
So he good.
Yeah, he good. He can eat that stuff and he get on the court and run up and down a few times. It's gone.
Right. At 23, 24, then he's gonna have to start worrying a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's when no more growth spurts. Now your body is what it is at that
Dre,
point.
I won't say he better than his pops yet.
No, he's
but
saying he's gonna be better than his pops.
Yeah, I think he does have a chance to. Yes.
Listen, and as a father, I think that's what Melo wants for him. I think Carmelo wants him to be better. I love the fact that Cayenne is showing as a freshman that he was ready, because a lot of people, even though he was the number one rated player in New York State, there were still a lot of critics around the country that didn't necessarily believe in him. But he's proven all the critics wrong right now.
Exactly. I'm so happy for him. I'm happy for the Anthony family. I'm very
Now, Bishop, that would be a great 2-on-2. Bishop Woodall said, "I want to see a 2-on-2: Arenas and Green versus Allen and Martin."
my money's on Allen and Martin.
Allen and Martin, yeah, that would be a fun 2-on-2.
Yeah, because Martin gonna yank it on. There's nobody tall enough on the other side to guard Kenyon. Kenyon gonna yank it on Draymond.
All
for sure.
Draymond gonna do is foul Kenyon all game long. That's the only thing he's gonna be able to do with him.
Kenyon gonna be in the dunking position the whole game.
All game long. All game long.
And y'all remember how he used to yank, how he used to pull the rim, man. That dude used to.
Oh, he was a ferocious dunker. He was an absolutely ferocious dunker.
Cincinnati Bearcats.
So it's been a very interesting week in NBA circles. Last time we saw all this much chatter off the court was during the WNBA season. Speaking of which, the WNBA did announce their national team roster for the coming year, and guys, it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up this roster for you. The WNBA's national team. Keisha, shout out to Keisha Carter. She sent me the roster yesterday, and the first thing I said back to her was, "There's nobody beating this team." So
Keisha, let me find out Keisha's trying to become a contributor to the show.
women's national team roster: Lauren Betts, Aaliyah Boston, Cameron Brink, Paige Beckers, Veronica Burton, Sonia Citron, Caitlin Clark, Kalia Cooper, Chelsea Gray, Brittany Griner, Derica Hamby, Kiki Ephraim, Brianna Jones, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Juju Watkins, and Jackie Young.
Yeah,
Who's
Can I
beating
just-
that team?
Can I just make one correction?
Yep, go ahead.
Angel Keesh.
Brian Griner.
Stop. Brian Griner. Yes, Dre.
Yes,
Reese
Angel
on the
is in
team.
there.
Angel Reese is on the team.
And so is Juju.
They got to sell jerseys. Angel don't really belong on that team. They selling jerseys.
Who's beating that team? Anyway.
No, they got two starting fives on that team. They got two start. Kate Beckers, Caitlin Clark,
Beckers Clark,
Aaliyah Boston.
Aaliyah Boston, Chelsea Gray, the point guard. Her nickname is the
Juju-
point guard.
Is Juju healthy?
Juju will be healthy by the time they start training camp.
So she's off for this year.
Yeah, she won't play at USC this year, but she will be on the Olympic team.
So does Juju declare?
No. Well, first of all, she can't. WNBA you still have to do at least 3 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not like the NBA.
So Juju actually still technically has at least 2 more years of college basketball left because she's redshirted this year.
She's redshirted because of the injury.
Dre said Butler chill.
Why? What I do? What happened?
The crack about Brittany Griner.
About
Brian
Brittany
Griner.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Dre says Clark got to play defense. I agree. No, Asia's not on the list. Asia too busy being in love right now.
She tried to get a husband in the ring.
Asia's
She
trying to
already
get a
got
different.
a WA. She got
Right,
two
she got a
WNBA.
couple of WNBA rings now.
Now
that
she
she's
wants the
trying
wedding ring.
She want to get a wedding ring right now.
Yeah, that's what she's looking for.
Asia, but look at this. Like what they've done is this team has gotten younger. Like none of the old guard is even on this list, and this team is still unbeatable.
Just Brittany Griner or
Yeah, Brittany Griner is going to be the senior states person.
yeah.
on this
Yeah, we
team.
won't say senior states per.
She's the senior states person. Oh, yo, let me.
D-Lo!
I'm
Yo!
sorry. It was there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I tried to move past it without laughing. I really did.
Didn't she say she was a dad or something like that?
She did. Yeah, she said she was the baby's father.
Yeah, she stopped the interviewer and said no.
Wish her a happy Father's Day. She's the father. Her baby don't have 2 mommies. She's the father.
Woo!
She's the father.
Oh boy, here go Keisha. Here she goes.
We won't need angels meet mountains. Listen, she'll rebound the misses on the other team. But the reality is, like, listen.
Tell her to stop hating on
Master
her
Briner,
sister.
stop!
Tell her
George,
to stop hating on
stop.
her sister. Stop hating on your sister, Angel Keish.
Nah, Bishop. We not getting sued. We just repeated what she said.
That's what she
she's the
said in
father.
the interview.
She said those were her words. She said that she was the father.
She sure did.
That's what
Those
she
are her
said.
words.
We didn't say that.
We didn't say it. There's no defamation here. We repeated what she said.
Oh my God.
Brittany Griner stopped the interview and corrected them and said, "No, I am the baby's father."
Yo, D-Lo, you got me rolling over here still, man.
Listen,
the state's person.
I have to be careful. For what, like Bishop Woodall said, as we grow this podcast, I don't want no problem. Want no problem. Nobody pulling up nothing in 5 years saying I said nothing wrong. As a bishop in the Lord's church, I have to make sure that I and we are all covered.
State's
So
person.
what does that kid say in school? Like,
Daddy,
Jesus,
Daddy Brittany.
It's confusing. It's just confusing the children.
Listen, the stuff. Anyway, no, stay on sports. Dwayne.
Pronouns.
Yep, pronouns. We are in the alphabet pronoun world.
Pronouns.
That's what we are. Listen, it's on job applications now. What are your
Right.
pronouns?
You go to the amusement park. They got men's, women, and
And they got the gender neutral.
That's right.
Bathrooms now.
They sure do.
Most places will have, like, you go to the rest stops. Ones that didn't have family bathrooms now have them because they don't have specific gender neutral ones. So you can use that if you're a person who identifies opposite of what your cis gendering is. So that's the world we live in, man. That's true, Keisha. Brittany Griner is taking all of the medications to make herself look and sound very masculine.
Yeah, she's on them for sure.
She said, no, she didn't say her name was Brian. That was L being L. Bishop Woodall. That was L being L.
Yeah,
So
she didn't say her name was Brian.
She did not say her name was Brian.
She might as well.
Keisha said she's like she need a cough drop every time. Keisha.
She needs some warm tea, Keisha. Warm up the vocal cords.
Keisha said she can never. Keisha, have you heard her speak recently? Her voice is deep.
Yeah, her voice is deep as almost as deep as mine.
Those testosterone hormones are working for her.
Yeah.
Wait. She's changing her sex?
Yo, look at Trey. Trey is off the chart. Do you see what he just put
He
up
said,
there?
"I hate this gay world."
Oh my God.
Dre, no.
We are not.
Oh.
No.
We are not responsible for the views of
The
our
views
viewers.
expressed by our audience are not necessarily the views of
Oh,
Church
my
Guys
God.
Sports or
Dre
any of
Rumble.
the individual bishops or ministries that are featured on this broadcast.
Dre
We
Rumble.
appreciate your understanding.
Oh
Thank
my gosh, Dre Rumble.
Woo.
Yo, that's crazy.
Bishop, Dre gonna get sued by himself. We not going down with We are not going down with Rumble. We are not.
And here go Keisha. Here she go. Here she go jumping in the pool. Here she go.
George said, Brumble, chill out.
Rumble, chill out. Chill out, Rumble. Here go Keisha.
A lot of men in the church need that deep voice. Keisha!
Here she go. Yeah, here she go. Here she go jumping in.
Don't do that, Keisha. I watched your conversation.
Bishop Woodall, no, Bishop Woodall as your coadjutor. I'm gonna have to
I
warn
want.
you.
I
are not.
watched-
That is not what we say.
I watched that
We
convocation.
will not
down
make
in-
statements for it like that.
Keisha, I watched your convocation. Don't do that.
Sam said, "Is that the new phrase we use now, dealer?" Yes, that is the phrase. Elder
right.
statesperson.
Thank you,
Yes.
Dennis. Thank you.
Yes, Sam. That is what we listen. It's safe.
That's the comment of the night right there.
Listen,
Elder statesperson.
You understand exactly what I meant without me potentially getting canceled for what I said. You understood what I was saying, but I can't be canceled for that because it falls within the qualifications of not being biased toward anyone.
That was the comedy when he said that. I tried to drive by. I did. I really did. I really did.
Listen. That's
We're
just
going
what
off the rails, people.
We're going to get back on the rails because we're going to be getting out of here shortly. So y'all stick around just for a little while longer. We got to talk some WWE as we prepare for this Saturday. George, come on. You're supposed to have my back, bro. You're supposed to have my back.
Thank you, George. Elder statesperson is crazy. It really is. It really. Thank you, George.
You're supposed to have my back, bro.
Thank
You're
you.
supposed to have
Thank
my back on that. Dre said, "I'm glad my voice is." All right, Dre.
Listen, I second that, Dre. I'm glad my voice is deep too. Thank God.
Thank God for manly voices on this podcast. So that being said, this Saturday night, the WWE will have one of their big four
Keisha, really?
Survivor Series War
keep
Games.
going. Keep going.
Survivor Series War Games, which will emanate from Safeco Field. I'm sorry, not Safeco Field. From Petco Park in San Diego, California. The first baseball stadium show of the WWE in history. That's a lot of seats to fill. But I've been watching on TikTok. They've been somebody's been actually showing the progress that they've been making. They've been working on that field for literally 2 weeks, so it's going to be an elaborate show. They've been working on the field for 2 weeks. It is the first time ever that the WWE has done a stadium show where they covered the entire place. Usually at Petco, they don't even allow them to cover the infield. They covered the infield, so there's going to be a lot that's going to get done, so I'm looking forward to it. Got to talk about Monday Night Raw. Yes, Dre. That was where I was going. The past 2 weeks of Monday Night Raw have been fantastic. The past 2 weeks of Raw have been absolutely fantastic. I have enjoyed it. The WWE has set this up very, very well as we prepare for Survivor Series War Games, which, again, will take place at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific on Saturday. We will see in the War Games match, the men's War Games match, we will see the baby faces who didn't look like they were very much on the same page last night until the very end of Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes. Shout out to Roman, who came in, brought the team together, and then wreaked havoc by looking at Punk and Rhodes is saying the gold will look better on me. And they're like, which one are you talking to? He like, it don't even matter.
It's for you
That
to figure
means
out.
after this, he coming for somebody.
But I just want to share this with all the Roman fans. I just want to let y'all know
Well,
this.
you know, tendonism. Tendonism.
I just want to say this. I do believe it's going to be Roman and Punk. I think Roman's coming after Punk, but I don't think Roman's going to win. I think they're going to let Roman's going to be the chaser. I don't see them putting the belt back on Roman.
Don't have to. You don't have to.
Right, and that's the point. Roman doesn't need the title, but Roman being a chaser, that Roman CM Punk storyline and them Roman CM Punk promos are gonna be fire.
Oh, by itself. I think that's what we're looking at for Mania next year. Now that Seth is going to be out for an extended period of time, I think that's the way to go. Roman
And I think
CM Punk
we're gonna get Cody and
Braun.
And Randy.
And Cody. Well, yeah, they've been teasing.
Because
They've been teasing that for a year. Yeah.
We haven't seen Randy in the last month?
Yeah.
We haven't seen Randy. I believe Randy is going to emerge to come after Cody. Because he's been looking at the belt every time they got together. He's picked up the belt, he stared at it. So I think that's the money match. That's the money match.
Those are our WrestleMania main events for
Yes.
Vegas. Those are our WrestleMania main events for Vegas. So you won't see the bronze in the championship picture just yet.
You'll see. I think they're going to get tag gold first. I think they're going to test them out, giving them tag gold. I think we're going to get them. They're going to get tag team titles soon.
Yes, Keisha, Penta was unfortunately hurt, which is very, very sad because I was looking forward to seeing them after them being reunited on the AAA broadcast the other night. Him and Ray Phoenix were the Lucha Brothers were going to be reunited to go after gold.
It's a nasty injury too.
Yeah, it looks like he dislocated his shoulder. His shoulder.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah. And they tried to work with it because like Solo, and you could see Solo trying to stay in character, but he kept looking out there like, "Yo, is he?"
Solo
right?
was visibly bothered.
Yeah.
You could see it. You
Was
could see Solo.
was shaking up.
Like you said, he tried to act like he was excited about winning, but he couldn't even play it off. Yeah, he couldn't even play. It was a bad injury.
Great match between Carmelo Hayes and Gunther.
I want to say this. I really hope they do something with Carmelo Hayes.
He's put on 2 bangers in back-to-back weeks. Like at this point, you gotta. I understand for the last time is now tournament because I think Gunther is going to be that final challenger for Cena. I think that is the case. But you gotta give Carmelo the rub at this point and start moving him up the card. You've got to. He's too good.
Floundering. He's been floundering since they brought him up to the main roster. He hasn't done anything. They tried to put him with Miz. That flopped. It didn't pick up like they thought it was. It's just,
I didn't see him cry, George. Really, I didn't see him cry.
I just don't like what they're doing with Carmelo Hayes, man. Carmelo Hayes is a great talent, man.
He's a star.
Yeah.
And it just leans into the discussion that we've kind of danced around on this show a little bit. We haven't really gotten into it, but at some point we're going to have to address it. And Elle already know where it's going. The treatment of African-American superstars in the WWE is absolutely because when you look at Javon Evans, when you look at Carmelo Hayes, when you look at Trick, you look at Obafemi, you look at these guys, these are stars.
Obafemi especially. That dude, you could build your whole Raw or
he's the next big
SmackDown.
monster heel. He is the next big monster heel.
It's crazy. But I have to agree, I just don't like the way it's going down for black wrestlers in WWE. It's just, You know, in NXT, they'll give them the shot at NXT, but on that main
For
roster,
the main roster, yep.
they won't let them crack that mid card. They keep them in that mid card. That's where they keep them.
What,
And
Keisha?
that's
What I say wrong?
terrible.
It's the truth. That this is where we are right now. And I'll be the first one to say I'm not one of these people that usually go lean into that. But the more I watch, because L has been on this. Credit to L. L's been
He's
on
been
this
on
all
it
year.
from the big 4 year long. Yeah.
All year he's been on it. And
We the ones
I'm,
that kind of like, L,
Yeah.
nah, you might be being a little too hard, blah, blah, blah. But nah, after the way they treating Carmelo, nah, I'm on it now. Yep.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
see,
I'm on it.
and
they
this is
are
a
on-
valid
they
point,
are,
Keisha.
they are on the Trump cabinet.
But Keisha, that's the women's division.
Right. The women's division always gets treated differently.
And she's the only black girl there right now because Bianca is out, and so is Trinity Fatu. So she's the only real black girl on that roster right now.
Well, now
And
they've called up Lash.
And
called
yeah,
up-
they just called up, but they just called her up.
And Keisha,
Right.
let me say this: slave masters been raping our black women for years.
Oh.
And Jade is a bona fide star. That's the only reason why they doing it. Because
Listen.
they can't deny Jade.
Yeah, because they fumbled Jade in the beginning trying to make her a babyface.
Right.
Jade
And-
is a monster heel.
And
That's
you got
what she's supposed to
you got Trinity out because she was the heel, and you got Bianca out who would be her number one challenger when she gets back. So you gotta make Jade a heel right now and make her just be the monster that she is.
Right, Overseer Bullard. Melo is not only good in the ring, but his mic skills are there as well. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Carmelo has, yes, for the past month. I agree, George. But that's our point. Because they have a way of doing that. They'll feature that black
'Cause they
superstar,
need him.
And when they get too big, they squash him again.
Right. It's because they need him right now. Once they don't need him anymore, or they get to that point, well, okay, we got this one coming in now, we got that one coming in. Okay, now you go back over there. To me, it reminds me how they used to use Dolph Ziggler. That's what they doing to him. It's the Dolph Ziggler treatment. Oh, we'll bring him in. He gonna give us a good match. We can put him in here to fill this match. We can put him in here to fill this. Once all those spots are filled and they move forward,
Oh
then they
yeah,
gonna forget about him again.
she tore her knuckle, which is an absolute freak injury,
Yeah.
and it has just not healed properly. We
Who's
thought
that?
it was just gonna be, and she
Bianca.
said we all thought it was just gonna be a couple of months, but it has not healed properly at all.
But you got to realize where your knuckle is.
Yeah.
If you're constantly moving it, even if you keep it still, the minute you straighten it out, all those ligaments healed enough for you to start straightening your finger out again.
And especially for what you do, where your hand, the tendons and ligaments in your hand are necessary for your job, whether it's throwing a punch or whether it's lifting someone up. As a power lifter and weightlifter like she is as well, her
Rosie,
power,
remind me of-
part of that,
Can I
you
get a
need your
picture?
hands for that. And if she can't make a fist properly, that can be dangerous in the ring when you got to pick somebody up for one of those slams or for the KOD. That can be dangerous.
And let's not forget, not to get too far, I just want to say this real quick. Let's not forget, we talking about the NBA and number one draft picks. Let's not forget, Carmelo Hayes was supposed to be the number one draft pick for SmackDown.
He was.
Now you tell me, is he being treated like a number one draft pick?
He was the number one draft pick, and on that night he put on a banger with Cody.
Right. Is he being treated like a number one draft pick?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh gosh.
Bishop Heflin, that's for you, L. He said, Bishop, you can't make statements like that, then go back to coloring.
I speak the truth. I speak the truth. That is what
Oh,
we're talking
God.
Apparently, he can make statements like that and then go back to coloring.
Yeah, I don't like the way the black stars are being treated right now. I have to agree with L. Now I'm on board with it. I see it. I'm not happy with it.
Yeah.
Maybe as we get closer to the Rumble, we move past Survivor Series. I'm gonna wait and see. Because it's gonna be a big stretch between Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble. So we're gonna have a lot of dead space.
No, Keisha, I would not call them racist. because again,
Not yet, anyway.
I mean, there have been some races. Let's be real. Wrestling as a whole is traditionally very segregated and racist. We've heard Devon Dudley tell stories about how even JR didn't treat him with the respect that he deserved when he first came into the WWE, even though he was a part of one of the greatest tag teams in the history of professional
The
wrestling.
most decorated tag.
And the most decorated tag team in the history of professional wrestling. But what I will say, though, is I don't think, and this is the problem from a board standpoint, I don't think that they believe that the black superstar can carry the crossover market, which is why they don't do it. Because, especially from the babyface standpoint, your white meat babyface of Cody Rhodes, he's your blonde-haired guy who's the legacy guy, and this is why he's the man right now. Roman Reigns, a little different, but again, traditional Samoan wrestling family. It's a genealogy thing. CM Punk, Phil Brooks is a straight-edge white man. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. I don't think that they have the faith that a black person can be the face of the company and they still make money hand over fist the way they're making it with these guys that they have at the top right now. That's what I think. And that's a problem. But I wouldn't call it racist, no. I would call it classist. I would call it short-sighted. I guess it reminds you of the Yankees, huh? Keisha, this is not a baseball conversation. But since we're there, just real quick, I did see a rumor. I'm looking to find out if it's substantiated. But there is a rumor that Donnie Baseball may be coming home.
Oh God, no! Let's not do it.
No, not as manager, as bench coach.
I don't want to see it.
You don't think it's time for Donnie Baseball to come home?
No.
If that move happens, that means your boy.
On the hot
That means
seat.
Boone's on the hot seat. That means Boone's on the hot
That means
seat.
Boone's days are numbered.
But I think it's a necessary move because Boone needs to be on the hot seat. He's going to be looking over his shoulder every day with Donnie Baseball sitting on the bench next to him. If that happens. Again, it's a rumor. I haven't been able to confirm it. I only saw it 2 places today. I needed at least 3 spots before I go, okay, this is a substantiated rumor. So I'm waiting. And most of them got a black.
Yeah.
Yankee.
And CM Punk, even though AJ Lee ain't black, she's Puerto Rican.
She's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican from New Jersey.
She's crazy Puerto Rican from New Jersey. That's what she said.
She was great yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
She was great yesterday.
I am just looking forward to her and Becky in that cage one-on-one on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it because she has already said, I get to be locked in a cage with you. And I can do whatever I want.
And the old AJ gets to come out.
And she's going over.
Oh, yeah, AJ's going to go over.
AJ's going over.
Oh, this is, quiet as it's kept, this is AJ's division again.
It is.
It's AJ's division again. And everybody knows it.
Yeah. Even Jay knows it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I do love the way they're booking Jade right now. The monster heel, the squash matches, the 15-second promos. It's perfect. You ain't got to talk a lot. You ain't got to do a lot. Just be big and menacing.
Don't say too much. Just get straight to the point and beat everybody up.
I'm glad to see Nia.
People called Hulk Hogan out, and us as fans didn't see that coming. I mean, we didn't know that we didn't know that Terry Bollea, because again, we talked about this. We're separating the character from the man. We didn't know that Terry Bollea was a racist. We didn't know. We didn't know. But as it comes to booking black talent in the WWE, this is more of a business philosophy, which is not a fair business philosophy, because how will you know if a black guy can ever be at the top of the company if you never put one there?
Like they give the championships, but if you notice, every time a black guy was the champion, the secondary championship became the primary championship.
Well, we had The Rock for quite some time.
Yeah, but they don't consider Rock black.
They focus on the Rock Samoan heritage. If you
Exactly.
notice, whenever they talk about him,
Samoa.
they will, especially when you ever heard JR or them talk about him. Go back, you watched all of the old ones. Notice JR always mentioned High Chief Peter Maivia. Very rarely did they mention the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson.
Yeah.
Right. Which is so sad.
They played into his Samoan heritage.
Yeah.
Now Rock didn't do that. He talked about his dad every chance he got.
Right.
But they, the powers that be, played up the Samoan heritage.
Nia Jax has lost a lot of weight, fellas. Y'all see it?
I see it.
Yes, Lord.
She's lost a lot of weight. She's come down a lot.
Listen, she needed to. I mean, I think it's going to make her better in ring in the long run. I think it's going to make her more agile, and her being paired with Lash, that's kind of scary.
They're gonna get tag gold.
Definitely.
They're gonna turn on the Kabuki Warriors because they want
yeah.
that. They want them those tag titles.
That's going to be definitely very interesting to see. So, Survivor Series on Saturday. So after you finished eating Thanksgiving on Thursday and enjoyed yourselves up this weekend, be sure to check out on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 Pacific, on ESPN, or if you have a VPN, Netflix.
Who
I'm not
takes the
supposed to
pin
tell
on
people.
Saturday? In the men's match, who takes the pin?
I think Roman takes it because
That's
Roman's Teflon.
That's what I said. You
Roman's
can't let either one of the champions take the pin.
and Jimmy or Jay taking it won't mean as much.
It won't mean right. Exactly. The only impactful pin will be Roman.
So you think?
And it's gonna have something to do with Roman and CM Punk, and that's where CM Punk is gonna have something to do with him getting pinned.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mistake somewhere.
So the vision
that's gonna cause that.
So the vision is gonna win.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Braun Breaker. I think
The
Braun
heels are
Breaker.
going over.
I think Braun Breaker gets the pin on Roman.
Yeah, the heels are going over.
I think it'll be Breaker who gets the pin because they're pushing him right now. Bronson Reed already has a pin win over Roman, so that doesn't do anything for him.
Right.
Braun Breaker gets the pin over Roman.
They're not gonna let McIntyre get the pin.
No.
And they're not gonna let Brock Lesnar get the pin.
No, because they don't need, again. McIntyre's already in a program with Cody, so that still got the thing, and Brock doesn't need to.
Right.
Brock doesn't need to. So
it's gonna be interesting to see how Brock gets eliminated. That's what I want to see. How are they going to eliminate Brock? Because they've been building him up to be this monster again. So I want to see.
Which I think is a mistake, but that's another story.
I do too. That's why I'm highlighting it. Because now, how do you even eliminate him? Are you going to? The only way I can see it is that he gets counted out. That's the only way he gets counted out, because who's going to pin Brock Lesnar on that babyface team?
Well, somebody's got to pin him because there are no countouts. They're in the cage. There's no countouts in War Games.
This is what I'm saying. How does this happen? I want to see it. This is going to be interesting.
It'll definitely be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to see it. So I'm looking forward to War Games on Saturday. Keisha says, I guess you're asking Keisha about what I was saying earlier. Do you believe that it's Triple H?
Yes, it is. He's the chief content officer.
I think it's Triple H in conjunction with the board.
With Michael Hayes and
but I do believe there are some things that are coming from the top.
And
from TKO.
And Vince McMahon. Don't think for 1 minute Vince McMahon don't still have some say. This is father-in-law.
I will say that the skit last night with Dominic was very Vince McMahonish.
Yeah, with Minnie Cena.
Yeah, I said, am I back in the Attitude Era? What is happening here?
Yeah, they pushed the envelope last night. They might get some letters
some hate behind that. Yeah,
yeah.
It's been a long time since we saw that.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. As a fan, I was glad to see it.
I was glad to see it, but I was sitting there saying,
y'all gonna get yourselves in trouble.
Yeah,
right.
Because I heard on the radio today somebody called up Coach's show and was like, "Listen, I was offended by it. I took it as race. It equated to racism for me."
And
so there's some people out there that's offended by it.
This hypersensitive world we live in is
I know.
trash. It's just too much.
I know.
Some
Right?
things are some things just get played for gags. It's comedy. It
I
is what it is.
know. I know.
There was nothing insulting about Little Cena. There was nothing insulting about him. They didn't try to downplay who he was. It was just meant to be a funny skit. That's all it was supposed to be.
I know that. But like you said, we are in the hypersensitive era
Yeah.
where everyone gets offended over everything.
George says, I see Brock getting frustrated and leaving.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, that could happen where Brock
he's
Brock
gonna
just
avoid the pin.
walks out.
Somehow he's going to avoid the pin.
He don't play well with others. He don't play well with others.
He
does
said
not.
that himself.
Now, I gotta address it. When he fell on his pyro last night.
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, the comedy.
That was crazy.
He got up and had to laugh at himself.
But did you see how fast he got up?
Yeah, he couldn't stay down.
But I'm saying the way he slipped, he jumped back up like it wasn't nothing.
Like, yo, he jumped back up and made me think it was done on purpose.
That's what I'm saying. It made you think in the moment it was done on purpose until they went back and replayed it. I was like, oh. But he got him so quick.
Hey, listen, he can't stay down. But that was very funny. I laughed so hard. My man went to go cue his pyro and went down. For a second, I thought his knee buckled. I'm like, oh my God, did something happen to Brock? Which would have been terrible.
And he slipped on one leg and did a somersault and jumped back up.
And jumped right back up. You said, how the heck did that even happen? I don't know.
Wet spot. It was a wet spot.
It was a wet spot. It threw me off. It was funny. It was very, very funny to see. But y'all tune in on Saturday. Knicks are in Charlotte tomorrow. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Knicks are in Charlotte tomorrow, I believe. On this
Those guys
on this trip.
This season is starting to look a little underachieving and disappointing.
But Butler's only 15 games, bro.
16 games.
16 games.
They're 10-6, which is right about where we were last year.
That's right about where we were last year with a coach that we knew.
Here's what I'm saying, guys. The expectations that we had for this team this year,
of course,
they should not be looking like this. They struggled to get out of that game last night.
But it's 16 games with a new coach and new personnel. Now, I don't know if you saw the video I put up in the chat. We didn't address it, but did you see that video I put up in the chat?
No.
With Cat and Bridges?
Yes, we didn't get a chance to address that. In the video,
you got to go back and look at it.
But just to give you an idea, in the video, it shows that every time Cat has a defensive lapse, Bridges is on him. Like, yo, you missing your assignments, you're missing your rotations. Like Bridges, you can tell is keyed into the defensive end of things, and he misses OG right now because that's his other defensive anchor. Quite honestly, this is not a defensive-minded team. Now, don't get me wrong. Jalen Brunson is a willing defender. He's just not a very good one, and he's undersized. Deuce McBride is a good defender, but he is undersized. Landry Shamet, a willing defender, tenacious defender, but, again, it's kind of undersized. Cat can't play defense to save his life.
It ain't there.
No.
And Bridges is letting him know it every time he blows an assignment. Bridges is right there. Yep. Even to when they're going back to the bench, he's meeting Cat before he gets to the bench to let him know you blew an assignment. And I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't know.
Right now, what you have,
but they looking good.
Right now, what you have right now is a team that is clicking offensively and is not clicking defensively. Perimeter defense continues to be an issue for the Knicks. Teams that can't shoot threes are murdering us from the three this year. Murdering us. Notice, the points have not... We are scoring a ton of points, but we're giving up a ton of points.
Second in the league in scoring.
Listen, you had a week where we was averaging 135 points a game. You average 135 points a game over the week. You should be undefeated in that week.
I agree.
But if you're going to turn around and give up 140, they've got to get that defense together. And OG, they need OG back. They need OG back. I do think that it's time to. I'm just going to say it. It's time to just go ahead and ramp up Mitchell Robinson's minutes. Because this 18 minutes a game, yes, we're wowed by what he's doing in 18 minutes a game, but you are on record, coaches, saying that he can play up to 27. Play him those 27 minutes.
How about those?
Mitch needs to be on the floor as much as possible.
How
to
about
anchor
those
your
Lakers?
defense.
How about those Lakers?
12, we talked about them, 12-4.
12-4.
12-4.
How about those Pistons?
15-2.
How about those Pistons?
How about those Orlando Magic taking 2 out of 3 from the Knicks?
But some of those teams, Keisha, we say this all the time, Keisha. It is the NBA. Anybody can get got on any given night. That's why you have to bring it every night. There is no such thing as a gimme in the NBA. Because all it...
Listen, they almost got beat. Brooklyn almost came back last night after leading all the... Listen, Brooklyn played.
Every time it looked like they were going to run away with that game, Brooklyn made a run.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's a rivalry. It's a crosstown rivalry. You're going to get Brooklyn's best game.
And off the subject, but on the subject, I am sick of seeing the white uniform on the road.
I hate
It's
it.
the new NBA, bro. New NBA.
The Knicks have worn their white uniforms in 14 of 16 games.
I hate it.
There's a team with 4 uniforms, and we've worn our what they call the association uniform 14 times already.
On the road.
And 6 of them, they've won them for every road game. Why are we wearing white on the road? What is happening here?
Brand.
Money, so the home team can sell jerseys.
I get it, but
You know that's what it is. So the home team can sell their alternate jerseys.
how about the Raptors, Keisha? Yeah, the Raptors have been good. R.J. Barrett is looking like the best player out of that draft.
How about
He's going to
that?
be the only one left because Zion Williamson is hurt again.
Zion's hurt again. Ja's going to be out of the league because he can't get his life together. And that's just what's going to happen. That's just what it is. But the Raptors look good as well. Tonight Philly was playing Orlando. So let's quickly go through the scoreboard in the NBA before we get out of here. Quickly on a football note, did you see the Giants snatch defeat from the jaws of victory on Sunday?
What else is new?
All the Giants had to do was kick a field goal to go up 6. That's all they needed to do in the final minutes in regulation. They went for it on 4th
Eliminated.
down, turned the ball over on downs. Lions went down, kicked the field goal to send the game into overtime, and then scored on the first play of overtime to win the game.
Eliminated from playoff contention.
But the Magic are routing the 76ers. Scores 135-94 with
Bro, I
4
told you
minutes
the
to go
Magic-
in the game.
Orlando is for real, man. I told y'all guys at the beginning of the season, Detroit and Orlando was going to be there.
Wizards beat the Hawks 132-113. And the Lakers and Clippers will start in about 30 minutes.
Oh, who cares? Who cares about the paper clips?
5-12 paper clips, Donald Ballard, if you're out there.
5-12 if you keep the score.
5-12, yes. Yes, Bishop Heflin, Zion can't stay healthy.
He lost weight and still
Still
can't
can't
stay
stay
healthy.
healthy. Listen, some guys are just fragile, and that's just the way that it is.
Anthony Davis can't stay
Can't stay
healthy.
healthy.
This dude,
And they
he out for
talking
the
about
season too, right?
and they talking about sending
He's out for the
Anthony
season.
Davis here to the Knicks.
We already discussed that. Like, don't want him. I want no parts of
Don't.
Anthony Davis.
You want
No parts.
please.
Yes, Miami's been good, Keisha. Miami has the number 1 rated offense in the NBA, shockingly enough. And they've
Yeah.
done it the last 2 weeks without Bam Adebayo.
Spoelstra reinvented
Listen,
himself.
Spoelstra is the best coach in the league. Period.
I believe that.
He's the best coach
that.
in the league. So
Yep.
that's just where we are. So next Tuesday, December 4th, we will be back here. We'll be discussing the fallout from War Games as we prepare for that. We'll be discussing some more New York Knicks stuff as we pivot to get ready for the Royal Rumble, which would be the next major pay-per-view in the WWE. Yes, there'll be one in December, and we'll be preparing ourselves for John Cena's final match, which will be
December 13th.
on December 13th. So we'll be back with you next Tuesday, December 2nd. Also, please don't forget, for those of you who are in New York City, next Saturday, December 6th, join us at the Cathedral at New Gethsemane. Join us at the Cathedral as we will witness the enthronement of our Bishop Jason Conrad McCants.
Actually, we're going to be at the historic Rugged Cross.
Okay,
That's
we're
next
moved
Saturday?
it. That's next Saturday, L.
Yes,
all your
sir.
dates is running together. You don't know what
That's
day
why
it
I
is.
told you. That's why I made that call to you tonight.
Oh, we
we are less than.
we have been
We are
changed.
almost.
I'm sorry, we are switched because obviously the guest list is growing, so we need a bigger space. So
Just a little.
we
just a
we
little.
will be at the historic Rugged Cross on
Yes.
Saturday in Brooklyn.
I've had a
for
lot
next Saturday,
going
December
on.
6th at
I've lost track
11
of time.
a.m.
I've had
sharp.
a lot going on.
Yes, you do, but we'll have that conversation offline. So join us at 10:59 in the a.m. because Bishop McCants is Baptist. he will
And we
he will
start
start
on
without
time.
you.
Yeah, we're going to start on
So
time.
make sure
Yes.
you are there on time. Bishop Archie McInnes will be the homilist, and the Archbishop Eric R. Figueroa Sr. will be our chief celebrant as we witness the enthronement of our brother and our co-host here, Bishop Jason Conrad McCants, as the presiding bishop of the Emmaus Fellowship, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Bishop Butler is our liturgist, and it's just going to be an amazing time. If you ever want to,
And past Superintendent Wright.
and Superintendent
New York
Wright and New York Fellowship Mass will be our musical guest. If you want to see high church done right, come out Saturday. And that's not a knock. Please, let me preface this by saying it's not a knock to nobody else. But I know what has gone into what these brothers have put together for next Saturday. If you want to see high church done right, something that we can be proud of, come. It'll be spirit-filled. God will be glorified. And you're going to learn a little something about the history of the church and how we do things, do it properly in terms of high church. So join us next Saturday at Rugged Cross for
Properly.
the enthronement. We are looking forward to it. It is going to be exciting as we get into December and into the Christmas season. And then on January 18th, my church will be having our 14th church anniversary. The guy in the middle is going to be our speaker for that day, Bishop Robert Butler, as we celebrate 14 years.
14.
Living Water Christian Center. I've been a pastor for 14 years.
14.
Jesus. Keisha, mind your business. You've been talking about, I want to be a part of the chat to find out what happened, Butler. No, none of your business, Keisha.
I'll call you, Key.
This is above your pay grade.
No. Because I discussed this with Key about a week ago. I'll call you, Key.
You better not come to that service with no Lakers jersey on, Keisha.
Listen.
Put on
No,
your.
I want you in your high Church of God in
I'm about
Christ.
to say, you better put on your Kojic attire.
That's right. In your heels and your Church of God in Christ suit.
No. Her missionaries habit.
Oh, in the habit. Yes, put the habit on.
That's right. We wearing white that day, so you come on in.
Put that white habit on, Keisha. Put the habit
That's
on.
right. That's right.
Make sure you come ready. We might make you pray.
Listen, she originally a Baptist girl anyway, so she know what to do.
So yeah, Keisha, you know what to do. You come.
She's
make
an
sure-
original Baptist
Make sure
girl. She know what to
you
do.
ready for that. So we are excited to be a part of this and to be there to witness it, and it's going to be an amazing time. So if you still believe, yes, Bishop Heflin, you better be in the house. This is your bishop. You better be in the house, sir.
Oh, he said he's gonna be there. I believe.
Now
him.
she talking about
I
she
believe.
signing off. No, Keisha.
Oh, you gonna sign off when it come to me? Okay, Keisha. All right. Wow, you gonna do me like that? All right.
Oh,
Okay.
see, Keisha, now you getting in trouble.
All right.
You getting
No
in trouble,
problem.
Keisha. You getting in trouble. See, but that being said, we've had a great show tonight. Great conversation. Draymond Green is crazy. We've determined that all 44 people on Kenyon Martin's list are better than Draymond Green. We've determined that the New York Knicks, even at 10-6, still have a lot of work to be done. We've determined that War Games is going to be, we believe it's going to be a really good show on Saturday, and we're excited about all of those things. And look out for some more different things and announcements coming from all of us at various times. So until she said no, Butler. She said she's not wearing no Butler. She said she's not wearing no habit.
All right.
He like, all right, fine. She said, but she will be there in her white.
Put your white on, daughter. Put your white on.
Put your white on, daughter. Sorry, my kids are coming and bothering me. That means it's time to get off. They off tomorrow. Down here, they give them an extra day. Remember, we had to go to school through Wednesday in order and then get to Thanksgiving.
They got school in New York tomorrow.
Wait. It
Down
was
here,
the
they
best.
off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
No, it was the best day to go to school. Because while
Wednesday,
never
right.
I never ate school lunch. School lunch I ate that day.
Right, because that was the Thanksgiving party day. So the
Yep.
lunch cooks would do Thanksgiving.
And it was an easy day in school,
Yeah,
too. You
didn't really work too hard. But now they all down here in Virginia, they are off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. See this nonsense that we got to deal with. so I got an extra day with the kids. Well, Charmaine got an extra day. She off tomorrow, so she'll be home with them tomorrow. I'm running out the house as early as I can. But thank y'all as always for joining us. Keisha Carter, Victor George Smith, Bishop Greg Heflin, Sam Jennings, Elder Dre Rumble, Overseer Noah Bullard, Bishop Doug Woodall, and everybody who was on the show tonight. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us as always. As always, there's still orange and blue skies everywhere we go. Until then, we will see you next week. Don't forget to join us next Saturday. Have a great night, everybody.
One.
The Church Guys. We're live on a podcast. A Church Guys sports show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown is shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, Church Guys sports show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys sports show. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys sports show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call the plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We repping every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the desperate, yeah, we living it right. From the Knicks to the league, every stat, every score. We gon' praise, analyze, then we give God more. So tune in, locked in, let the truth be shown. Church Guys sports show, man, the vibe's full grown. It's the faith in the game and a powerful blend. From the tip off to the buzzer, we gon' ride to the end. The Church Guys.